Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Stupid. Let me switch this. There's the music. There we go. There we go. That's up. I just need to make sure Twitch is up good. I thought I hit start. I guess I didn't. Twitch, go. Twitch, go. Twitch, start. Let's go. There it goes. Twitch is up. We got both streams up. Welcome in. Hi, Matthias. Hello, hello. I need to share my link a little bit, and then we'll be Gucci. Ah, you see all my Discords. Let's not show that. I forgot this is a display capture instead of my normal game capture. Grab this. Alrighty, alrighty. Oh, wow. That's really cool, Matthias. That'd be more something to talk to our DM about, but that's really cool. Good to know. Let me see if my stream got notified. Live! Yes, send it now. Are you sure you want to send it? There we go. Where the heck is the stream button? There we go. There we go. Non-unorthodox content. Perfect. And let me know if the audio is too quiet. Just yell at me during this. It's fine. Stream self-promo right here. There we go. My mouse is flying everywhere. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do 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 do. I have caps lock on like a dummy. Just join the Discord? Oh, welcome in! Welcome in! Do 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 do. Hey yo! Yes, nerd party, exactly. That is correct. I appreciate it. Media share. There we go. Trying to remember everyone's stuff that I self-promo in. Do 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 do. Shadows! I finally got to Shadows. Advertisements. I could go deeper, but I think I'll just chill with that. Actually, I need C-dubs. Actually, Lotus would be great too. And Elsewhere would be great. And that should be it. Should. You've heard of D&D? That's crazy! So have I! I'm about to unmute. I went to the wrong thing. I forgot we're in Discord. There we go. Now I can turn off my background music. Because it's gonna sound different than Craig.
The issue, though, with that type of medium is it's like it's a mixture of people. So what I hear is it was previewed at South by Southwest.
There we go.
And a majority of the people there never played D&D, and they weren't D&Ders,
I should
right?
be on push to talk as well, so they can't hear me talking right now.
They got a lot of good feedback.
If you think they're too loud, tell me.
But on the D&Der side,
tell me.
it's just gonna be hated. It's gonna be hated.
Yeah.
And it's mostly gonna be hated because it's and we've already seen it from the trailers that the druid can't turn into an owl bear, and just rules and mechanics and it not following the full gist.
Also, D&D players just as a group, just as a subsect of the internet, tend to be a real picky bunch in general. I've noticed we are a little snooty, not to call us out or anything, but we are.
I'm about to say there's a section of every fandom that's this way.
Pro wrestling has the same issue.
Either I have cut out.
Pro wrestling has the same issue in that they hate everything, but they still watch every week. So Reddit is just full of
so you mean the Bachelorette
this
as well?
sucks. This is terrible. I'm sure. Probably. Bex, I think, has lost audio, so we're waiting for her to get back.
Something happened,
She just couldn't take Iondis coming back. And...
That's understandable.
That might have been it. Well, it is a full Discord, so it might have been Iondis came back and it kicked Bexel off. That's possible.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but Discord cut out for me. But I'm back. Hi.
I blame
B.E.A.R.D.
Bard and Craig.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
All right. So, all right. Well, enough vamping. I guess we can go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone in the live chats, including over on Iondis' side. We're gonna be playing some D&D today, and we're playing 5th edition. It's a shared campaign. There's 3 different groups that are running around in various different parts of the continent that we have here, and yeah, but basically everyone's got a backstory that ties them into the setting in some fashion, but at the same time, everyone's got like these personal stories that we're starting to tie into. But there's a lot of mystery here because it's mostly an unexplored continent. No one's really gone up to the north. The south, which is where we're going to be, we're being in Sydund, it is mostly unexplored. The bearded jungles is mostly unexplored. And the mountains for sure. But basically about 20-ish years ago, settlers had come and landed over in Easton. And over those 20 years, word was sent out, so more settlers have come, and over the last 2 years they've started to expand out. So basically the year was called the Expanse. So we set up a little hub on the western coast called Whitmore, northern coast Nordland, and then southern coast which is Sydund. And these little tiny hamlets and villages have kind of sprung up in between on the major roads. The capital was also set up about a year ago, Hovestad, and that's where a lot of the government and a lot of the higher end guilds are starting to move into, but just one of those things where it's going to take a bit of time. So most things are still run out of Easton, but the hope is eventually soon all the central government and guilds and all that sort of good stuff is going to be run out of Hovestad. Today, though, we are going to be in Sydund, and we've got a little place on the map here. This is burial mounds that were located by DRACO, Shinichi, Moira, and Svamp, who are with us tonight. They located the burial mounds when they were out trying to find survivors that had gotten separated from their caravan. The caravan was going from Sydund to Camp Mellum Clatern, and it was known that there were 2 survivors. They went out and searched and found them. Not alive. But before we get into that, just because I know we're kind of introducing this to a new audience over on Iondis' side. By the way, my name is Mighty B.E.A.R.D. I don't know if I said that. Hi. This party is made up of DRACO, Moira, Shinichi, Svamp. They'll go in and introduce themselves soon. Actually, let's do that now. Who's playing tonight? First of all, we've got DRACO. Say hello.
Hello, I'm Sunbear. I'm playing DRACO, the Drake-shaped Warforge. He is very excited for all the things that are happening. He just wants to help his guild and protect the people of the continent. And there are many odd things going on about him for a Warforge, but we will see more in the future.
Yes, he is a newborn, sort of. Just got turned on recently.
About a month ago.
Yeah, but what Warforged, but shaped like a drake, modeled after a drake, so a dragon-esque type thing.
Dragon without the wings, but yes.
Yeah, without
His image up there in the top.
And next up we have Moira.
Yes. Sorry. Making sure I have everything up at the same time. I am Moira Iondis, aka, and I play the half-elf Mark of the Storm Sorcerer here. That's a little money hungry, but is on the run from a lot of stuff. And I've been with these peeps for what we said it was like 2 or 3 months now, except for DRACO being a new addition, and then of course Loon as well being very new.
Correct. Yes, we have been playing since the first of Alesis, and today would be the next month, but the 28th day of Elaine. So we're using the Harptos calendar from Forgotten Realms.
Yes, D&D Green.
But yes,
I hope you're having a good Saturday.
Just under 2 months, but almost there. All right, next up we have Loon, be very vague.
No, that's a way to start this.
So just introduce yourself and we'll get to your characters soon enough.
Hello, peoples of the interwebs. My name is the Lunatic, and I'm playing the mysterious, but vague, but who knows what Salix.
Incredibly vague.
I mean, that's about as vague in general as you can get.
It's my first time ever playing D&D, so this is going to be fun.
I know.
Much excited.
Next up.
Watch Loon.
Next up, we have Shinichi.
Yes. Hello, my name is Spiderhearts. I am playing Shinichi. I'm a half-elf bard, and it is Shinichi believes that it is his destiny to be the greatest rock star in all the land.
And last but not least of our party for tonight is Svamp.
Hi. My name is Beckzilla, and I am playing Svamp, the Furbolg Circle of Spores druid, who has an insane curiosity for the natural world. And whenever something does not meet up with her expectation for how the natural world works, she kind of becomes frenzied and must figure out why it does not meet her expectations, and has an extreme love for mushrooms.
Yeah, she's gotten me high a couple times. I mean, what?
So if this is your first time tuning in, we are on session number 31. And we live stream all of these. Again, I'm turning them all into podcasts so that you can listen to a truncated version, which is a little bit easier to manage. But yes, the story so far. There's also a video called The Story So Far, which I think was made, I don't know when it was made. June?
Like a dozen
July?
ago.
But I think that was about like halfway through where we actually were in the story. But this story is being told collaboratively. A lot of it is improv. In that, for me, I am presenting scenarios and letting parties' decisions and things they say to kind of direct where things go. But overall, yeah, we're writing this story as we go. So there's no official end game at this point. We'll see where things go. This party though of Moira, Shinichi, and Svamp started off in Easton, and they did a small job over in Wycliffe, another small job over in Jagged Grove. Well, actually, probably. I mean, at this point, probably not a. I mean, not a small job, I guess. But yes, uncovered a parts of the story that are now being referenced once again. So Wycliffe, they met some bullywugs who were squatting in an old abandoned watchtower. Later on, and by later on I mean session
Halloween.
Yes.
Session 22, the Pumpkin Town Festival. It was realized that those bullywugs were actually Fae, and that they had traveled here through the Feywild gates, but those gates had been closed. So they're actually trapped here. And those gates, I think, have been closed for a number of years now. So maybe like at least 5. I can't recall offhand how long they've been closed.
I'm really glad we didn't
Jagged
murder
Grove. Yes, it was good that you did murder them after all. Jagged Grove, they were investigating a meteor that had fallen, just because there was a guy in King's Den known as the Seer, Sage of the Stars, Luftcrofter. He had a vision that something bad was happening in Jagged Grove, so they went to investigate, and yeah, some evil creatures had basically traveled from the meteor and basically were wrecking the town and taking out people, but they were able to save the day. But after that, the party decided to head down to Easton. Now, at the time, it was the 3, but then also E. E is a orc that's played by Hidden Cryptid. So he was a part of the first 2 sessions, but did not follow the party down from Easton all the way to Sydund. But yeah, they took a nice little boat ride down. Found a cave filled with quartz. Found a sunken ship, or not sunken, I guess, shipwrecked ship. They've also been involved in some undead attacks on the city, so they were able to keep away undead that were attacking the city in Sydund. It's a ongoing occurrence, but now they might be on the track of uncovering where these undead are coming, because after their ship ride and Storm Island type stuff, now they are here at the burial mounds, and have already we've already spent 2 sessions on it. So this is part 3. But so far have interacted with some undead. Basically, the burial mounds, there's just a ton of them, and some could just be sand dunes. But what they've discovered is that at least the ones that they found so far are ancient tombs, and in those tombs are dead bodies, and some of those dead bodies are come to life as undead and have attacked them. The other piece of the story is not just that there's undead, but there is a large Warforged-like creature that has been spotted both in Hovestad, underneath Hovestad in the Hovestad is Sinking, part 1 and part 2, that little mini series that we did. But also popped up in Sydund at these burial mounds, and basically when they went out to find the survivors that were separated from their caravan, they found those 2 survivors in one of these ancient tombs, being carried by this large machine. But they were dead, and they were basically impaled onto this creature. This creature had a bunch of spikes on it, and it wasn't just their bodies, though. It appeared to be ransacking some of the sarcophaguses here and taking the dead bodies and impaling him. And unfortunately, they weren't able to track down where it was going because it had left in through a teleportation circle.
It went poof, and we were like, ugh, terrifying.
But this is where we are. We are here at the burial mounds, and you guys are investigating. So there were 2 sessions of that. However, not all of you were a part of those sessions, so we're going to do a little bit of downtime. We'll start off with Shinichi. Shinichi,
Yes.
We are supposed to be investigating some burial grounds.
you had
nearby
a
this town here, 'cause
kind
there's
of
a bunch
crazy
of
2
undead
days.
attacking the city, and we're trying to figure out what's happening.
On the 20th
Huh.
day of
But right now
Elate,
we're going over downtime.
you
that
had
happened
ventured out to locate these
some
2
people who weren't
survivors.
last session.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, you were transported. Not to where you thought you were going, but somewhere else. And to bring everyone who's, again, first-time watcher, we have teleportation stones, which basically are given to members of the Adventurers Guild, and it basically will allow them to travel wherever they are needed. So anyone who has been transported to Sydund is brought over through these teleportation stones. There is a teleportation circle at the burial mounds, so anyone who's going out to investigate can easily transport to the mounds without having to traverse the desert to get there. The
took a boat ride.
few-hour journey to get out there. This was the first time that you guys had interacted with this transportation stone, and there was a mishap. And you were sent to Pumpkin Town. And Pumpkin Town
Yes, pumpkin.
was enjoying the celebration of the Harvest Festival, but you partook in an event that was kind of like a talent show of sorts. You're a bard. Your goal is to become the greatest rock star ever.
Yep. Shinichi's
And so you performed, and you did so well, so much so that you were crowned the first ever king of Pumpkin Town.
Hail to the king, baby.
first ever. That's the history books, man.
But
Oh, no, not the butt.
the issue is you weren't able to really celebrate it for too long. Actually, I think you were only in Pumpkin Town for another 20 minutes or so.
Yep.
So as everyone was leaving the tent, Moira was there. Moira and Shinichi, you guys were going back towards the center of town. The center of town has this old teleportation circle that is there that no one knew was active until that day. But again, magic, crazy.
True. But
You
the
were
first
transported
one,
back
So
into
extra.
Sydund.
It all started with Shinichi.
So that was the 20th day of Elate. But But yeah, that's a lot to take in. There was a lot that you uncovered at the burial mounds that day, the first day that you guys were out there. Sandstorm survivors trying to find these people, return them back home. It's unfortunate you couldn't. But yeah, you saw some dead bodies. I believe you saw some undead, but I can't recall now. But then the Pumpkin Town thing. I mean, mixed emotions, I would imagine. Your night of the 21st. So that was your first night actually back to being able to relax. You had a lot going on in your head, and so much so that you slept in. So on the 22nd day of Elate, that is when the party went back out to investigate the burial mounds.
Yeah, we did.
You weren't available. You slept in. You were up all night thinking about what had occurred at Pumpkin Town, and but also the potential consequences of that. So on one hand, again, huge gain for you. You wanted to travel the continent to be the biggest rock star to land. Boom, King of Pumpkin Town. But on the other hand, you are from Whitmore, and Whitmore is only a day's journey
From Pumpkin Town, right there.
from Pumpkin Town. You've got some contacts there. You've got some family there, and yeah, it's likely word travels. Word travels pretty quickly, and one person in particular I think you had on your mind, and that was someone you have named the Duke, who you had somewhat of a bad interaction with.
Somewhat.
Yes. I said some things. That made jokes about his nose, and yeah, that didn't go well.
Not the nose.
Yeah, the Duke.
To be fair, he does have a big nose.
Yeah. The Duke is has a bit of pull in Whitmore,
A bit.
and as does your family. And any kind of conflict is definitely a bad situation, but apologizing probably wouldn't be enough, because he does have a big nose. I mean, like, why would you apologize for that? Stating facts. But at the same time, yeah, it puts you in a bad spot. So you left. That was a few years ago, though. However, now that you were just in Pumpkin Town, you're pretty confident that the Duke is still in Whitmore. So if news travels fast that you were nearby, it could be a bad time for you. So I know that's on your mind.
Yes, that is on my mind.
So while the party went out to investigate the burial mounds you had performed in Sydund at the Adventurers Guild, once they had come back from that, you were aware that they were going to have some downtime themselves. So yeah, you kind of just took some time. You took some time to relax. You did play at the guild hall. 3 nights in a row, actually. During those 3 nights, you earned 10 gold, 8 silver, and 27 copper.
Making bank over there.
10 gold, 8 silver, and 27 copper. I guess I should preface this. We did. This is going to come out in the podcast feed, but we did some behind the scenes downtime, just to kind of help summarize some of this. But yes, these were based on rules. Besides playing 3 nights in a row and earning cash, you also had the opportunity to attempt to connect with the barmaid, who seemed to have interest in you. So, what you were able to find out is her name is Jasmine. She's a halfling. Been in Sydund for about 6 months. And she came from Easton. Wanted to break from how busy and crowded Easton was, and wanted to get out of the crowds for a bit, go somewhere new. So that's why she's down in Sydund. Money isn't as good, but it's less noisy, less crowded, less full feeling. She likes the quiet, though not really into the weather, per se.
It's pretty weird here.
Yeah, it is a little bit, dry and airy around here.
I had you do some other roles too. So during that initial conversation, I would think it'd probably take 2 nights for you to fully be able to talk with her. But you did get the sense that while she seemed
Right, all the tea.
truthful in her reasonings for coming down, her not liking the desert heat, being happy in the quiet, you did get a sense that she had maybe other motivations. It just seemed like she paused a bit when explaining why she was down here, like deciding the right words to say. But then when she said what she said, like, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. So you just got the sense that there must be something else going on there.
That's fair.
Would you press her for further information? Like, would you try to figure out what those other motivations are?
I am not. I might like to be able to continue the conversation. I would probably ask a little bit more and see if she wanted to give me more.
I forgot to add some spells when I leveled up to level
just
5. That's what I'm looking
more
at
of
right
the.
now.
I
I need one more
want to
level
continue
3.
to talk to her and
One
want
more
to
level 2.
see what she says rather than
And 2 more first
particular
levels.
curiosity.
I totally forgot to do it last time.
Okay. Well, she doesn't give you much detail. Yeah, she just kind of brushes it off. So she takes the initial moment that you started asking more questions, and but takes that opportunity to go to another table to help out. And the more that she comes back to your table, it's a lot of the same. But I'd still think that you would get the sense that, like, there's more to the story here. Another thing that you would notice, though, is that as she's walking around, she's getting she's a barmaid, so she gets called. Like, people shout from other sides of the bar towards her. But one thing you would notice is that she rarely responds to the shouting.
And do a lightning.
Okay.
I think I already have that on the bed, so.
There were a few times that you saw her respond, and that the
Link.
situation there was like, there's your table, and then there's like a long table in the center, and they were on the opposite side of the long table from her, as she was walking back from the bar when they shouted. But she seemed to be facing them and kind of acknowledged it. But yeah, she seems to not fully respond directly to people who are shouting. But yes, the only other information you get about Easton is that she just hates it there.
Okay.
She has no interest in going back. Well, it's not ideal here. It's not Easton, so it's okay.
I'm trying to think of what would fit.
But overall, she comes off very confident to you. Bit of a attitude, bit of a smart aleck. That seems to kind of come out as she gets comfortable with people. So it wasn't like the initial thing that because she seemed very kind of like timid the first few times that you encountered her, especially when you first got to Sydund. But she definitely seems to be warming up in some way towards you. It's definitely a rapport that's building.
Next level, I can get that.
That's good.
So the fourth day, 26th day of Elaine. I would say from your perspective, there's an opportunity here to not just be customer and employee kind of relationship. There might be an opportunity for something else.
Trying to flirt over here.
So how would you go about?
Flirt.
How would you go about that?
Flirt.
It might be worth it to take a nice long walk down the beach. Take a moment to just kind of get away from the bar and everything like that. It kind of would be a good way to ask if she might like to take some time to just kind of stroll and get to know each other a little bit more than just outside of the restaurant. Did she say just so that I have it in my notes, what was
Honey, thank
her
you
name?
for
Did she
subscribing.
say
I get the
name was?
prime. Thank you, Sonny.
Yes.
Thank you. One step closer to a game.
Her name is Jasmine.
So there's that.
Jasmine. Okay.
We're getting backstory right now on Shinichi Spider's character while I look for some spells because I forgot to look for some spells.
So I would definitely want to ask Jasmine if she would like to
might
take
be flirting with Jasmine
a
over
nice
here a little bit.
stroll,
nice stroll
down
with
the beach,
Jasmine.
and just kind of take some
think I need
time
only
away
one more
from
for third.
the hustle and bustle of
Yes,
the
just one more
Adventurers
second
Guild.
level.
All right. So this is one of the things you
Oh,
rolled,
no.
and you got a 6. So her initial response to you is no. She's quite busy.
That's fair.
How would you take that?
How would you take that?
Well, we'll say like this happens like just after you wrap. I'm sorry. Maybe at the start of dinner, or maybe earlier in the day. You just kind of popped in.
Well,
Right.
I wouldn't be too bothered about it, to be
Jasmine.
honest. It was kind of a throwaway, like, I would like to get to know you outside of
Wow, Shinichi's moving on
the
fast.
hustle and bustle of the
Damn. If you can't
Adventurers
hear
Guild,
Spider
but
that well, tell me. I can try to turn her up.
I
more.
understand that, asking the waitress if she
Mission,
would like
mist
to
teleport
hang out
30
is
feet
not
on
always,
occupied
like,
space. I like
gonna work.
And it works with
So,
being like a storm sorcerer.
I would let it go, and
I'm also
I would
good at
just,
talking.
keep going.
My charisma's pretty
um,
good.
Maybe try and talk to her a little bit more whenever she gets a moment.
Weird.
And with respect to whatever she's working on.
Okay, so you would take it pretty
I know
well
you're an artist.
in that you would stick, like you would stay at the bar for the rest of the night or the rest of the time that you're there, and just continuing having conversations with her.
I have 2 teleportations because Thunderstep. Well,
Mhm.
Thunderstep.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
So maybe I
Near
will.
the end of the night, she's gonna walk up
Misty
to you.
Just because I'm weak and I need to get out of situations. You know what I'm saying?
You're getting ready to head back up,
So
and
then
she's
for
probably got another hour or so
First
left
level, I
on
need
her
2 more
schedule.
spells. One day I'll change Burning Hands.
I've
to make
got
us
the
more
morning off.
accurate.
Ah.
I know it would be a breakfast thing, but I usually head to the cliffs to just watch the ocean.
That sounds
If
beautiful.
You'd want to join. If you'd want to join, you can meet me there.
Okay.
What was
Yeah,
her
I
name?
can
don't
do
know,
that.
man.
Yeah, I would be happy to definitely do that.
I'd be happy
Okay.
to go hang out with Jasmine.
So again, that would
Get
be
that
like right as
Jasmine.
you're leaving the bar.
Get her.
Like the actual tavern part of the guild hall, and then heading towards your room.
Okay, so I need 2
Anything you would do that night,
underwear.
or anything you would do in the morning before heading out?
Don't I have it? I do have it.
Well, I would take a nice bath. I would make sure that I have
A nice
the
bath. Getting all gusty.
the nicest smells on
Fog
me.
cloud? I have
You know,
Feather
maybe
fall.
maybe take a look and pick up like a flower,
Charm person. Right
not
here.
not like
Absorb
a whole
elements.
bouquet or anything, just like a flower.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is an herbalist that does have flowers in town.
It's a reaction.
Yeah, that would be something you could do for
Can
sure.
I find like bonus?
So yes,
I
as
find
you
bonus actions
wake up in the
very much.
morning, 27th day of Elent, you head down to get a like you kind of run out, go to the shop in the
Yeah,
market
have a
district to
date.
try and
I think
locate a flower. You find one. As you're heading back, you're gonna get stopped at the guild hall. The
Don't they stop?
the secretary of the Adventurers Guild is gonna kind of flag you down
Spell.
and hands you two things.
Bonus action.
These were
Only one.
dropped off for
Ooh,
you.
what is this? Spell allows you to
I
move
wanted to catch
Oh,
you before
thank
you
you.
left, but
as a bonus action.
Mhm.
you'd run out.
Thank you, thank you.
Return. Gosh, I like that.
All
Okay,
right,
That's good. I wish there was more bonus actions, but
Mm.
okay.
take a look at what I got.
I need to get out of things because I'm so look. I have 35
First,
health points. I got, like,
letter.
50 for Swamp and Draco. So like,
It's not much of a letter. It's
I need something to get out
like
of
3
this, though.
sentences. But it's basically from Gerald, the painter.
got that one. We have one
Just
more.
wanted to kind of talk to you
I don't have mage
sometime
armor.
today or
Okay.
in the
That's
next
a
few
good
days.
actually.
The other
Okay.
Yeah, I think mage armor would be
is
a great idea to buff me up. Buff me up.
it's from the village of Walhalla, which is a small hamlet over near Easton.
Mm.
And Walhalla
Wait, what
is setting up a music festival. They've got a
Level
stage
1?
set up, and they're just reaching out to see if they can get
Oh, now I have
people in the community involved.
Because
um,
Shield isn't listed in there.
However,
That's right.
you
get rid of
would get the
mine.
sense here of it took
Which one of you gotta go?
4 days to get from Pumpkin Town
Only bonus action.
to
Mm-hmm.
Walhalla.
That's
But yes, they make reference to the King of Pumpkin Town. Would love to have you. It's 25. They're willing to pay 25 gold as a singles act. And if you wanted to bring a band,
I don't know
they
why
could
it took
raise that
Discord
price, but
forever to notify, but yeah, I'm wrong.
we'd they would negotiate it with you.
What
Yes.
creature?
But yes,
yes,
there's a festival. It gives you a date as well.
Oh, that's exciting. Yes, I would like
think
to
I'll get
jump
rid of
at
mage armor.
that chance.
Okay, cool.
Very
We got
exciting.
all the spells. I'm good. She's going on a date. All the daytime. You can show her
But
a
okay.
whole new world.
Oh yes. A whole new
Don't no. No.
I mean, she's named Jasmine. I had
I'm bringing
to
over
say
everyone to the Sydund map.
I had to say it.
So
Let me
yes.
pop this out.
Basically,
Phones.
Adventurers Guild, Market
There
District,
we go.
and the cliffs.
can
The
see
cliffs
better.
that Jasmine was referencing was over on the right side of the map, so the eastern cliffs.
Did you? I don't know if you guys can see what he said here. You can. You can see what he said. Hopefully, you don't have to roll athletics for that jump for joy.
And as you head out there,
I know. Right?
you will
Bonk
see
it.
her
Bonk it.
by herself.
Bonk it real good.
I think the first thing you would notice is
magic carpet.
a different vibe,
really
different
hoping
like she's not wearing her barmaid's outfit, no apron. It's a bit of a sundress,
No apron.
wide brimmed hat to block off the sun.
Apron.
But as
That is
you
very
walk
pretty.
up, she's got a little blanket laid out, and on the
Ah.
blanket is a small basket.
Hmm. Okay. I can
Okay.
approach and
Flower.
be all like try to be smooth here.
Yeah, try to be smooth. Emphasis on the try.
I was so curious what word you were gonna use there.
Yeah, no,
Well-
mhm. So yeah, I'm gonna ask, let her know that her dress is very pretty, and ask if I can sit with her.
She turns and looks looks your way. Seems a little surprised to see you, actually,
Weird. Thought she would've stood
but
up or
smiles. Come sit down. I've got fruit and bread and a little coffee, and
This
she starts
feels
to
like
open up
she's
the
gonna-
basket
she's
and
gonna bait and
pulls
switch
out
him and steal him or
two
something.
coffee cups
Steal
and
from
a
him,
little pot,
like, gonna
and then
mess
she's
this
got
guy
like
up.
just
Shinichi, be
rolled
wary.
up in paper fruit and
That one, like
bread.
when he breaks a bone.
Oh, what a nice little picnic you've got here.
Oh, like I said, it's a breakfast thing. I like to start the morning over here, looking out over the ocean. It's a nice view.
Mm-hmm. It is a nice view.
Such a
As you
nice-
sit
so
down,
shady. The way she's acting is not like
you're gonna
I'm
notice-
flirting. This is just like a sus thing.
you're gonna notice something that you've never seen before. Again, she's wearing a sundress. She's not like fully covered, but you see
Not
a
fully
scar
covered. Oh.
on her right shoulder.
Oh,
Almost looks like a blade mark. Like
I
it's
like how
it's that long.
Shinichi's
It
like
goes
all scared
probably
that
about three
people might
inches.
come for him because he made fun of someone's nose back
And
home.
as you kind of lead up from the start of that to the end of it, and
Wow,
kind of
see
look
what she can
back
see.
towards her
And now
head,
he's
you
like, I'm gonna go on a
are also
date.
going to notice like her right ear is a little disfigured.
Yeah,
Similar scarring.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
It is story time. Shinichi's getting a date.
I
Possibly gonna get
guess
totally robbed
I
because
don't
this person's
know.
shady. Ow! Shoot!
I don't know.
Just dropped my
if-
hair clip. Don't mind me.
So the scar. Do
Get down.
do you?
Get down.
I don't want to
Get
pry
down.
too much.
My dog is like
Um,
attacking me.
And if you don't have to tell me anything, but it.
You don't have to tell me anything.
What happened?
Jasmine is shady. That's what happened. I don't know if I'm in the right place. It's romance.
Your final
It's not
roll
much
on
romance.
the pre-session
Shinichi
was a 21.
It's trying, but Jasmine
and
is not providing.
it was in charisma. So
So, you know.
she kind of like just lets out a sigh and just kind of shakes her head, but takes a sip of the coffee and looks back at the
Why does she
ocean.
have coffee?
I got tangled up with the red knives in Easton.
Who the hell are the red knives?
Had to do some work for them. It was mostly just talk to people and get information. But I made a mistake and was sliced by a customer who figured out who I was working for. That's why I fled to Sydund. It wasn't necessary to run, but I just didn't want to be involved anymore.
I understand completely. I'm running as well
I'm typing in a
from my
group chat
past.
about
and
the zombie apocalypse video that should be out maybe next week. Hopefully. I don't know.
And I don't know. I know a bit about Easton and the things that are going on there, but you know, I'm glad that you've been able to find a home here in Sydund.
A home.
Context: the red knives are a
Not really a home if she doesn't
kind of like a network of thieves.
Red knives.
I'm
gonna write that down. Hold
kind
on.
of general bad guys, but not bad
I'm gonna
enough
write this
to
down.
have armies
We got
sent
lore update.
to them. It's
by
more or
Occupy.
less like they just do small
K-pop
crimes.
drama, very near. This is true.
They recently made a name for themselves in Hovestad by helping the Adventurers Guild there catch one of the shifters. And in return, you'd be aware of the news that there's talk amongst the government, the Senate, to potentially legalize or make the Red Knives an official
Can I
guild.
put other things? Wait, can I?
Just kind of legitimize them.
What's happening? I don't know what that button did. I just hit a button. Okay. Ideals, bonds, flaws.
Well, I
guess
was low enough on the totem pole that
I guess
they've left me alone. I think
Red knives.
I think as long as I
shouldn't know this though.
stay here, I
So
should be
whatever.
okay.
It's fine. I'll just.
There's been a
I
few
might actually
members
know
who
they
have
are,
come into
given my
town
connections and
since,
backstory. So,
but my
this group.
my uncle
Sure.
was kind of a higher up in the group, so I should be safe.
Hello. Thank you for
But
becoming a member.
what about you?
Shin.
What are you
I think that was an
running from?
auto renewal, but thank you, Shin.
I mean, for someone who's
Okay.
running, you sure like to show yourself.
Yeah, that is a thing that I do. Yeah, I was cut off from my family.
Cut
and,
off. More like he did shady
I
stuff and had to leave.
May
but okay.
have made some enemies
Yes,
along the
there
way.
it is.
From where I came from, but
I might as well show you guys this stuff.
I
Some
saw
background
it was a
stuff going
vision.
on right now. Okay,
A vision from God or
whatever.
whatever deity, that I was. The vision was that I was to be the greatest rock star in all of the land, and I
Very dramatic
believe
backstory.
in the deepest heart of hearts that vision is my destiny, and I
That
cannot-
membership was definitely an auto renewal.
even though I have
You're totally
I
fine, Vanderboy.
have
Thank you
people
for
that I
commenting
have made
earlier.
enemies, and I am, even though I am not the most popular in some places, I believe that I must do this. This is my future, and if I don't do this, then I am doing a disservice to my own future.
I think that's a worthwhile
She
pursuit.
just made this all about them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But unless you resolve your
We're doing some
issues,
backstory to
again,
bring
this is something I'm
other characters up to the present right now.
will eventually have to deal
Shinichi
with.
Is the
They'll always
not
be
right
there.
above me image, but the one wrong button.
Oh yeah.
I
That was weird. That showed my desktop.
I first
Wait, no,
told you no,
over here.
that I didn't
The
want to
K-pop,
meet you.
That's Shinichi. Currently on a date.
Let me explain why. I don't know much about you. I know you're an adventurer, a part of the guild. But
Something like
there were
that,
some
right?
people who had come up looking for you. I've been in Sydund over the last few days. And then again, you not hiding makes it easy enough to locate you. But
What?
they didn't. I recognized the type of person that they were.
What is happening?
And if you're involved in anything, I don't want to be involved.
What is happening?
I
He got
understand.
Dumped?
I understand completely.
Did he just get dumped?
And I don't.
Right?
If
It's
that-
shady.
If you do not want to be involved, that is.
I think
totally
Shinichi
fine.
just
I
got
was
dumped, guys. A 10-second
looking
date,
for a
and he
friend
got
here in
denied.
Sydund. And I
I need
pull
those
out my
crazy
flower.
camera
and
angle
I
zoom-ins.
kind of give her the I like offer it to her, and I say, this doesn't have to go any further than this.
What is
but-
happening?
Let me be a friend.
Well, it's very nice of you. It's a good place to start.
Did he just get friend zoned? I think he got friend zoned hard, guys.
But I want you to know that yeah, the people that were looking for you definitely came off like the people that I used to hang with.
Lady.
They also seem to be aware of Moira.
What?
I don't know what she's
What?
involved in,
Oh shit! So I do know these people.
but there's been a lot of conversation that I've been overhearing.
Oh shit.
She actually met with one of those people.
So it is the red knives that I used to work with.
So I don't
Okay.
know, but
Ah shit! This just
Yeah.
jumped out of nowhere.
who are you running away from? You said
So
family?
sad but relatable.
There's some high people. There are people in high places, out in Whitmore, that are looking for me. And it would surprise me if they had found me here, so far, but it's always a possibility that my past has caught up with me a little faster than I thought it would.
Well, not many people put locations on themselves. So it's hard to say. The only group I'm aware that have come out of Whitmore, there's a developer, like a real estate guy, that has sent a few people to scout the western part of the coast here in the deserts. Something about wanting to make some kind of beach resort or something, like a home away from home type of thing.
I need to look at something real quick.
It seems
Just fine, but I have to look at something.
yeah, it seems rather nice idea, but just the weather is just awful for that. But
Oh my God, people are talking so much.
yeah, the person didn't like the main guy didn't come down, but his the people that he had sent down to scout, they had mentioned something about a duke of some sort.
Yes, the Duke is active.
Yeah.
I hear he'll be down. I hear he'll be down in the next
That's
10 days or so.
Thank you for letting me know.
In 10
That
days.
is going to be a problem.
Oh no.
Oh, that's who you're running? Oh, well, I'm glad we talked then.
Yes,
Listen
I'm glad
though,
you let me know.
I don't mean to cut this short. I didn't really give you a time, but I've been out here for a bit, and I need to start getting ready to work.
That yes, go right ahead.
So she's gonna stand up, and she starts to move the look like the basket that she's got. Did you want? Do you want me to leave this here?
With that, I don't. I mean, if you need the food or the
Okay, I'm gonna switch back to screen.
No.
Right.
There we go.
No, I'm good. I just didn't know if you were gonna stay any
Shinichi
longer.
is very nice. I'm surprised. Definitely not a horn dog or anything.
I may need a bit of time to contemplate what my next
I didn't want to
move
update.
is,
I
but,
updated a layout. What am I doing? Stop updating layouts.
yeah, I can.
I don't know what's happening on Twitch. Stop it.
I'll
some help.
I'll bring your basket back. When you're. We'll see each other at the
We'll
Adventurers
see
Guild.
each other.
All right. Well, thank you. Sorry to cut it short. But she is gonna. Are you sitting or standing?
I'm sitting.
The chat.
She's gonna lean down and give you a kiss on your cheek.
Swamp said the girl went through legitimate trauma, and Shinichi told a man he had a big nose.
Don't stay too long. I know my brother Gerald was wanting to meet with you.
And because
then she's just gonna walk away.
Shinichi rolled so
Thank
well,
you,
they went on the
thank you.
date. That's the only reason.
Okay. So as she walks away,
Oh my
what?
God.
What do you think?
The depression.
I am disappointed that in terms of a friendship is good. I like friendship.
So here you go.
I
Appearances
realize
I've
that
been using for
it's
notes,
probably not going to go any further than a friendship
basically.
with her.
So this actually works well for bonds.
which is fine.
Someone I
um,
love died in the past.
And
because of a
then
mistake I made, and that won't happen again. We haven't
next
really
piece
dived into that
is
too much.
the Duke,
But we have
and
dived
the
into
Duke
this,
is going to be a
that
problem.
an innocent person is in prison for a
So,
crime that I did.
I'm definitely gonna look
we have gotten into
at
that a little bit.
trying
a little,
to
not a
leave
lot.
Sydund, soon.
And the best way to get me to do
And
something is to
then
tell me I can't.
the third thing
I was an
is,
enforcer for the Red Knives.
You know,
so,
Gerald
you know,
and Valhalla.
I do whatever they want. I was pretty
So,
aggressive for them until I ran
I
away.
don't stay long.
I have criminal
here.
contacts, which is why I was like, I probably know them.
I pick up the whatever picnic was
Reliable
left
people,
there,
yes.
and
then
I'm gonna
this is
head
just a bunch
over
of
to
random. I have a
Gerald
spurned
to
love
talk to
interest
him.
still in jail, which is this. They're in jail because of something I did, but I set them up
Okay.
for.
Well, to
And a half our
confirm,
orc showed up telling me
it
the work
seemed
is
like
probably from the
her
Red
issue
Knives.
was she didn't want to be involved
Well,
with
there you
those
go.
types of
There's
people
some lore dropped on you.
that she fled from, and now she's seeing those types that are now looking for you. So are you involved? That sort of thing. And so if there's issues that have those types of people around, she doesn't want to be involved.
I don't
But
blame her.
if you resolve that,
Girl,
it could change.
if you resolve that, you might get a girlfriend. Fix your issues,
Yeah.
you might get a girlfriend.
Run away from the Duke forever. It's more funny.
Right. That,
I mean,
that
you're
was.
not wrong. It's more funny.
Yeah, that's. I am not entirely sure.
I just can't get my notes right.
Shinichi
Exactly,
might have
facts.
to rub 2 brain cells together in order to
Not the two.
figure out how to fix fix his issues.
Oh no.
He might be.
The
Oh,
yeah,
God.
the thing with Gerald,
Not Gerald.
what he's interested in is he's got a relative that lives out in Pumpkin Town, has heard the news, and he's got this painting of you and
yeah.
sees it as an opportunity and is just looking for your blessing to send reprints, maybe some other pieces that he was working on
Oh yes.
to make some extra coin.
Yeah.
I love it. Yes,
I love
I
it.
am. I am
Shinichi's face needs to
all
get
for
plastered
this.
everywhere.
I give
You
him
keep making
full
very
blessing.
bad decisions.
Yeah.
For someone on
I
the
would
run,
like to
yeah.
stay hidden. Send my photo everywhere.
Let's do it.
Let's stay hidden. Let me give all the biggest rock concerts I can where I'm showing.
So
That might be why.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
so that's 27th day of Elate, at
Maybe
least
that's
the
why.
morning,
Shinichi
early
had a big rock
afternoon.
concert
But
when
as
they
you head
found
back in
me.
looking at
The
assignments, you're
Red
aware that
Oh no, it was all because of
your
that
party
good concert.
should be
Oh, no.
returning soon, and the plan as it let me look at that. Yeah, the plan as it stands right now is that they're going to head back out in the morning, so might be a good opportunity for you to reconnect with everyone else.
Oh, that's good.
But yes,
That's,
overall, overall, you got a date with Jasmine. Seems reluctant, but she did kiss you, so who knows?
Who knows?
But yes, you've got a bit of an issue with the Duke maybe coming to town pretty soon, and some of the same type of people that are looking for you. You would have been made aware that they're also looking for Moira, and actually talk with Moira. But yes,
Talk? I don't talk about this. What?
your name is spreading pretty quickly
Apparently.
in a good way.
Oh no.
So yes, Shinichi, a mixed sandwich of the good and bad over these few downtime days.
I think she got all the story going, man.
DRACO.
yeah.
Yes.
Great.
DRACO, you also had 7 days of downtime.
Lovely.
7 days to die.
You came back the same time that Shinichi did. And but instead of hanging out with people, you spent a majority of your time
Scarred from our
in
last
your
attack
in your little
since we got
forge
destroyed.
setup that
We got really messed up.
that was
one of
put
our
in
last-
place inside of the market district
Actually, I
for
think
you.
he did nothing.
Yes, I
He just
did.
sat there and made a pickaxe for us. Never mind.
Because last time you had
Got
picked
messed
up a suit of plate armor
Is this correct?
and a crown So seeing if there's ways to use that to integrate with yourself.
He wants to upgrade his roboticness.
This would be a good time to just try it out.
Yes. So what had happened was Draco had realized that, hey, dying sucks. So he was looking for ways to
Dying did suck. He got
increase his survivability. He saw the plate armor, opportunity shined, and he went, you know what?
opportunity.
That looked good on me.
That would look good, yeah.
So, using the plate armor that we took from the skeleton knight or whatever he was, that Draco frankly never saw till the very end, because he was busy making tools for the right job.
Sledgehammer, yeah.
Yeah. which I think Moira is still carrying.
Probably.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I took it back to my forge, and using it, I basically tore my body apart and put it together back again, using that armor to reinforce myself and make myself a whole lot less likely to be hurt.
A whole lot less.
Yeah.
And while doing that, if I remember right, I infused it with my arcane armor so that I could use it as a spell focus and make it so no matter what, even though it's technically integrated into my body and removing it would hurt, it cannot be removed without my will.
Okay.
Mhm.
This sounds graphic in a way. It's weird. Leave a like for.
Yes,
think
and
your
that did
body
beef
part
you up
upgrading it.
quite a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, you were no longer
Beefed.
squishy. Though, I mean, you're
Ooh.
made out of metal, so it was never squishy, but you're weak. Yeah, little short on the
You're a
defenses.
little puppy.
Yeah.
But this bumped you up. I mean, the metal that this was made out of, it was just super durable. Could take a hit.
This is good.
And yeah, that whole thing took about 3 days to do. You know, some time to just kind of investigate it and play around with it, and then rebuilding yourself with it.
Fun.
Yes.
Plus then
Great pastime right there.
doing your spells. But after the 3 days, you received notification that there was someone in town that was looking for you.
Oh no.
Yes.
Everyone's getting looked for right now.
And
Why?
once you seeked out this person, it was made clear that this had to do with the little research project that you had going. Not through the Records Guild, but you had just asked for a gem of some kind
Oh yeah.
that you could use. So something that would be very valuable.
Yes.
And the price that you had dropped was 100 gold. That's just what you
Yes.
wanted.
Yes, I had asked
Something
for
of that type of value.
yes, preferably something like a ruby or a sapphire, worth 100 gold. Yes.
So as you went outside, you found this person.
Hello?
But seemed to know you.
Okay, good. What the heck just happened?
Made references
That was
to
weird. Sorry if
being
the stream
one of the
missed.
ones that started to like basically took you in before shipping you out to Sydund.
Yeah.
His maker. You know, well, I guess parent.
Gave you the gem, the 100 gold ruby.
Yes.
Said it wasn't too much of an issue to pick up.
No.
And came down to see how you were doing, how you were acclimating to being an adventurer, being down in the sand, but refused to take your money
Oh,
He did do that.
because there were two things.
not two things.
There were two things that he wanted from you.
What thing?
I know you had gone to the Storm Island. It was a cave. And,
Yes, Merchant
You had
Reed.
mentioned. You had mentioned that just having this uncontrollable desire to have those crystals.
Yes, it was
I
a.
have.
Crystal.
It
I
was
have a
a.
theory. And why then?
Please share with me.
Well, the crystal that was found there were a few sailors that salvaged some and were able to bring it to the east. And then when it was studied, it definitely had some interesting powers to it, or at least functional
Twitter
uses.
just popped off.
Things that
Oh, I forgot to write
definitely
on Twitter.
we have seen affect Warforged in the same way.
I need
Can
to
you-
post this on Twitter real quick.
I'm involved in taking in Warforged and sending them out. There are needs at times to repair. We don't really have the manpower to do it, but I have seen potential uses for this.
Very well. Can you explain more to me, please?
Explain
Well,
more.
that's the thing. I can't. There's not enough known about it. The samples that they brought weren't enough to study. So I don't want your gold for the ruby. I need you to head back to the cave on Storm Island and collect more of those crystals
We need to go
so
back.
that we can
Oh no, we have to go back. Kate.
really
We have to
see
go
what they
back.
can do.
I don't want to go back. but
This
what do we have to
unit
go back?
must admit he is apprehensive to return to the place of his near demise.
This is true. He almost died a lot over there. I will not lie.
But given my recent upgrades,
He thinks he's buff.
I will need to discuss with my allies who might be of assistance
Just might.
with this quest
Emphasis
so
on
that
might, 'cause I don't
it
know
might
if
be
I know.
done with less morbid endings.
Less morbid
Mm,
ending.
Well, I totally understand your apprehensions. Again, dealing with those emotions, especially for the first time, is difficult.
All right, guys.
And this is all above board.
To
So
the bathroom
we'll
real
go through
quick.
the Adventurers Guild and make a record of it. It's not like I'm asking you
I'm
to
gonna
do
let you guys
something
keep hearing what they're saying.
contrary to that. So yes, take anyone that you wish to take with you.
This is appreciated.
Yes, but I'm looking for at least
Okay.
a
I'll be right
pound
back.
or two of it.
Very
A
well.
pound will do.
Very well. I shall endeavor to obtain at least a pound worth of the quartz or crystals.
Let me be a bit more transparent with you. We don't know enough about this crystal, but it shares some of the same, well, not necessarily material, but what makes you run. That energy that's in you. It carries something that's very similar to it. Could be the same thing, but we need to study it more, which would explain why you were attracted to it.
Draco just stares at him for a second, then stares down at his claws and at his chest, feeling the energy through him and just thinking about it. Looking back up at Reed, he goes, I understand. I will accept this quest.
It will be very useful in our future, especially if we bring any more Warforged in. Maybe this will help us create more. But we're at a position that there are things that we just don't have enough knowledge of. And should note that this conversation starts in the market district and heads down towards the docks. So you guys are kind of like ending this part of the conversation here.
Okay.
The other thing, though, that I'm gonna need for you to do is I need you to take this crate
There. close.
and see if there's anything you can help with. We've run out of.
I also ended up getting a
Well, we've run out of our
adult sippy juice.
capabilities.
It's like a spiked
But
chalky
you
milk, basically. We've
seem
been
to have a
loving it.
knack of being able to acclimate well, but also
Acclimate well? I don't know about
rebuild, repair. I mean, what you've done to yourself since the last time I saw you is miraculous.
Miraculous.
I
And
appreciate.
he seems to be focusing specifically on the plate.
I appreciate your kind words, and I hold up a claw to the crate and kind of nudge my head towards it, like a dog nudging something off a table, and was like, might I inquire as to the contents of this crate?
Well, let's just say I think you will enjoy this experience.
Is he upgrading again? He gets 2 upgrades?
And I think you'll be the most knowledgeable to making it work.
2 upgrades. That's amazing.
But once you have a chance to sit down with it, report in any progress that might come about.
Upgrades, people.
But I imagine you'll need a few days.
Okay. I thank you for what you've done, and I shall do my best to live up to the expectations you have presented with me. I truly do appreciate your finding of me and bringing me here to this land.
Is the land?
It is all I've known,
Is Draco's land?
and I appreciate
This
those I
land
have
is our land.
gone out with.
From
It has been a great learning
California
experience for
to
me.
New York Island. Is that the song?
That's good to
I don't
hear.
remember.
And as he says that, 2 dock workers kind of walk up the stairs and come over. These 2 will take this wherever you would like them to take it. Just direct them. But I've got a few other things I need to work out today. But it is likely I should be back in Sydund within a 10-day if you need it.
Very well. I turn to the 2 dock workers, and after saying my goodbyes to Reed and wishing him the best, I turn to them and I ask them to please follow me with it back to my room back at the Adventurers Guild. And
Okay. You would
Ari,
know that it's
thank
probably
you for raiding.
too big to fit in that back room, but there's plenty of space in the forge to
Thank
pull
you
in.
so much.
Yeah.
And the
We're
forge
playing
area
some
in the market
D&D,
district
going over
is
background
closed off, so
with
it's
some
secure.
party members that weren't with us
Um,
last session,
but yeah, you
and
could-
we
you
should
could
be
probably
just
take it in
about
there.
Caught up to where we
Yeah.
are, where we can get
I want to do that, and I want to look at what it
Welcome,
is.
welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Can I do a shout out thing? Oh no, did you die?
So yeah, you take off the you take out the nails of the crate,
That works.
and you pull off the lid, and there sits
correct?
what appears to be another
Oh no,
Warforged.
not in a truck spot.
Pardon?
No, in an iffy spot.
Another Warforged.
Another Wardforge.
Oh, no.
Friends!
Draco just stares at what's in front of him as,
Friends!
excuse me, just kind of surprised,
Friends.
assessing the Warforged.
Assessing it. He's got a flame.
Obviously
You got
not activated at the moment.
Oh,
How
is
badly
this-
damaged are they?
This is gonna be Loon. Loon is the Warforged.
Greetings.
It is Loon!
This unit would like to direct your eyes up here
Oh,
to my presence.
oh.
Greetings,
My
fellow
eyes are
turned
over
off.
here, buddy.
Greetings, fellow Warforged. I am Unit Draco. Would you please identify yourself?
done.
Self-designation,
In the middle.
Salix.
Salix, middle.
I'm not Warforged. I ride the Warforged.
What? What? What?
Elaboration. Elaboration required.
Salix, real quick, can you describe what Draco is seeing as he looks down at you?
Draco peers into the box, and inside he sees, yes, a Warforged, which is a little shorter than your normal Warforged would be, but very thick and stocky. Its head seems to be somewhat damaged. Its body has some pockmarks and damage and rust to it. Instead of legs, it rolls on treads. And in its hand, it holds a very large boot, in which grows a medium-sized willow tree.
What?
This willow tree has cables and cords running down into the arm and into the body of the Warforged.
What is happening?
And as Draco looks up at the tree, he sees two glowing red eyes flash to life
He is a bird.
within the branches.
He's a bird. He is a bird. He's just a bird. Bird is the word.
So,
Bird is the word.
okay. Greetings, designated unit Salix. May I be of assistance to you?
He's a bird.
Prime directive. Restore memory cores. Damaged.
Oh. Sad.
This unit shall aid you then, with your permission.
Not good.
This unit would like to request proof of your credentials.
Credentials? What the hell?
Understood. Please examine my own self. I have upgraded myself a number of times and have imbued myself with arcane energy. Please direct your attention to my thunder gauntlets.
He's some
And I
type of robot
spark my gauntlets
bird.
to show their functionality,
He's a robot
as
bird.
well as my lightning launcher powering it up and turning it off.
At least that's what
Just,
it
you know,
seems
giving a play-by-play of what I've done to myself, how I work, and the upgrades I've given myself. Would you request... Do you require more?
This unit is concerned as to the effects lightning may have upon the mount.
Ah,
Understood. Shall I give you a demonstration now that would not require lightning?
Please do.
I take out the gem that I received, and using it, I would like to form a homunculus servant.
Okay, very
A
well.
what now?
It's
Draco is
humongous.
in the middle of a
A homunculus.
job interview. Yes.
So, this is an artificer thing. I can use a gem of at least 100 gold value to create what is basically a tiny servant out of magic and my knowledge.
We're
There you
getting
go,
into some
homunculus.
real D&D nonsense.
Miniaturely formed human body.
Using this,
I've
what
heard of it before.
Salix is going to
Yeah,
be seeing
that's where
is
I
he's
heard
going
it
to
from.
see the gem float above Draco's claws, and mechanical parts start to intricately
weird.
weave together and form what is
Okay,
a
good, I'm looking at that, though.
small mechanical rock. And that's ROC, the flying bird.
Mm-hmm.
What is this
And-
job interview?
And doing this, you'll see it gently form all the wires, all the metal, everything just come together, creating this tiny bird, which will then sit down gently
Come here.
on Draco's head after flying up.
What's up, you?
Sit down on Draco's head, and both of us will stare at Salix, be like, "Is this sufficient?"
Who's about to?
Fascinating.
Please
A willow branch lifts and seems to tentatively reach forward before shrinking back slightly. This unit is concerned. Will this attempt to nest in Salix?
Negative. This homunculus servant is only able to do what I command. It is not sentient. It is but a drone.
Much like my mount.
Yes.
This unit
Wait.
supposes assistance will be allowed.
Lay down.
First order of business,
Lay down on your bed.
remove me from this box.
Affirmative. And I tear open the side of the box so he can just scoot out.
This dialogue is sending me into a panic.
It's worse because he sounds like a robot.
Salix begins to rotate slightly as
Such a weird
the
interaction, though. I
as the
won't
treads with a horrible screeching noise boot up and begin to roll it forward out of the box. And as he does so, he lists a little bit to one side. This unit shipped here in the box in part to protect from seawater, but also in part due to damage to my left, to my mount's left.
I'm very confused as to
Red.
what's even happening right now.
Could you be of assistance in the repair? And
Affirm-
might I
Oh, look
inquire,
at this. Look at this.
would you have some spare
We get
oil
2 days shipping
to
from
release the
Alice?
rust?
Affirmative. Allow me to aid you in whatever
That
ways
was
I
beautiful,
can.
Amelia. That's
So,
beautiful.
using my knowledge,
I gotta
I'm
go
going
put
to go ahead and figure out exactly where all the
I
problems
gotta
are,
put that.
and we're going to sit here and let me talk to Salix again. This unit, Draco, shall endeavor to help you. Let me examine you so I might know what requires repair.
Familiar and intricate
if
methods
that
for
is
magically creating a
welcome.
homunculus that serves you.
Salix looks down at the mount, at the Warforged upon which he rides. Please be gentle. This unit
Bastion
fears that the mount may not stand up to rigorous
This got weird, didn't it? A little, you think? You think?
inspection.
This is understood. So, side question before we continue this: does Cure Wounds affect Warforge?
Well,
I would
you've
think,
got
yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
it does.
should.
There's a lot of things wrong with this Warforged. so
Yeah,
will
I
warn
mean,
you.
I would say over the next 3 days of your downtime, just like examining the situation.
Yeah.
So, there is a body, a warforged, so a construct of sorts, that has this tree with it, but the eyes have been taken out of the construct and put into the tree, and so the warforged seems to be speaking from the tree rather than
Someone said, did B.E.A.R.D
from the
just
Warforged
Amazon
itself.
Prime
So,
us a new party member?
there's
Exactly.
obviously a disconnect that you would see that this is this like an actual warforged, or what is this? Is this like you, or this seems like something different? So I think it would take some time for you to like wrap your head around that piece of it. But there's definitely things that you can repair. The tread, you could definitely repair that.
Commanded me.
Rust,
Yeah.
you can definitely remove some of that rust over
Yes.
the 3-day span.
A tree? No. No.
So as
What?
we're going
Tree?
about this, obviously Salix is currently activated and everything based on our conversation. I would just like to talk to him, get to know him better, figure out where he's from, what happened that they sent him all the way here, what was
Subversive
going
pet
on.
project, basically.
So I'm going to go ahead and ask Unit Salix. I have query.
This unit has answer.
Oh my god.
This shall work well then.
Oh my god!
Can you please inform me as to where you were found? Where were you created?
Really, really quick question here for you, B.E.A.R.D, just for timing of things.
Mm-hmm.
How long is this again after the establishment of Hovedstad? Approximately.
Loon got some deep lore over here, man. I don't know what he's doing, man.
That's a good question, and I can't remember what we said.
You said about a year earlier.
I know, but I think I said something different.
Nope.
Give me 1 second.
The DM's gotta look up information.
Yes, Hovedstad was set up in the 19th year of the new settlement. So that is when Hovedstad was set up. We are roughly we're halfway through this year, so yeah, about a year.
About a year, okay. This unit awoke roughly 6 months ago in the forest by the jungle. Due to damage to the mount, we headed north and have been sent around trying to find repair for this unit's mount. We were told that a master artificer would be able to potentially assist us down in Sydund, and we were shipped this way.
Thank you for answering this unit's query. Might I ask
I'm
one
surprised
more?
people know.
This unit supposes one more question may be allowed.
Wonderful. And as we're doing this, I'm just steadily trying to help rebuild him, fix things as we're going and everything.
Occasionally a rusted panel just clangs to the ground and
I replace it with a new one. And
The hell is
wonderful.
happening?
This unit does appreciate the estimation of his abilities as master, though this unit believes he still has a long way to go.
Yeah, he does.
But
I'm kidding. No.
you mentioned something that I am curious about. It's a word. I know its meaning, but I'm not sure how you would describe it. As you have seen it, I'm wondering what it is like. Might you describe what a jungle is?
are there any windows in the place, in the forge where we are
And
at?
there is literally
No,
a window.
no.
No?
To the window. To the wall.
Has Unit
Plus,
Draco... oh,
even if there were windows, like, you're just going to be seeing deserts all around you.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah.
My
Well, I
next
suppose
question was
you
going
know
to be
that.
if there was any, like, tiny desert, wimpy plants around or whatever. The little scrubs.
Well, you guys aren't like locked away. You guys can walk around.
Oh,
Well, roll around, I guess.
Well, it was more a question of if they were going to be visible outside the window, but if they're not, then
No.
then there's no point in that second question.
Okay.
Has Unit Draco ever seen a tree?
Negative. All this
Incorrect.
unit is...
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
You were on Storm Island.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Where you
Storm
almost
Island.
died.
You've
I don't
seen a
remember
jungle.
Storm Island. I don't remember Storm Island. I almost died there. Memory loss or something. Anyway,
Retcon.
yes.
Retcon.
You've seen jungles.
yes, this unit has seen a forest on the Island of Storms, but this unit has mostly only seen desert. He was curious as to what the difference as to forest versus jungle is.
I see what he's getting at.
Forest is dark. The forest
Sure.
is alive. The forest is calm and peaceful. The jungle is like the forest, full of trees and life, but wet in the air and full of death.
Death.
This unit finds this definition disconcerting.
If I may, real quick, am I misremembering? I was pretty sure Storm Island was on a jungle island.
I thought it was just a forest.
It is just off the coast of the Bearded Jungle. Whether or not DRACO realized that, I'm not sure.
It was in the jungle, didn't know. Good.
But you guys were only in like the
Sparse jungle.
Yeah, the first like piece of the jungle.
So it would have been pretty thin
you didn't-
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't really explore the island.
I mean, it is
Just
Storm
ran
Island,
onto that
so
cave.
it probably got wrecked by some storms.
Yeah. Like tropical, beachy.
It was
jungle.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Sparse.
Salix curls in several of his branches and tilts them upwards so that the leaves, instead of hanging, drooping down, are more bunched up together.
How are
The
we supposed to
trees are
take this
clustered
guy
closely,
anyway? How are
as
we
far
supposed
as
to
the eye can see.
work with this? What can he do?
That seems to inhibit movement, wouldn't it?
It's not wrong. Trees
This unit-
moving.
Infers that you really have no idea how much it does.
I have asked my questions. Do you
That's
have any?
hilarious.
How long have you been awake?
This unit is much younger than you. I have only been awake, but for roughly a month.
And how in
Well-
such time did you manage to attain mastery of Artificer?
That's what I'm asking.
It is unknown to me my existence before coming to Sydund. The merchant named Reed only informed me earlier that I was found near the town of Easton. But I was not activated then. I was not activated till I was brought here.
Hey, leave the door alone.
I was
My dog's looking
awoken
at the door.
by the captain of the guild, as well as
Mhm,
my
mhm.
allies Svamp, Shinichi, and Moira.
Yeah, we woke him up. We were like, "Hi,
It was
good puppy."
an interesting experience
Mm-hmm.
to awaken surrounded by such colorful individuals. But
Unit
Sure.
Unit DRACO has allies. What are these allies like?
this unit has many things to speak of as he has observed them. They are colorful, as I have already explained, but
Apparently.
the ways they are colorful are each unique.
Interesting.
Ally
We're learning a
Shinichi is very boisterous.
Mm.
He has made it known that his goal is to be the
Hey, Dennis.
greatest rock star
It's
in
been
all
fun
the
so
land.
far. I hope you enjoy if you stay. If not, it's totally fine.
But he
Thank you
says
for
it with
staying on.
such
I hope you're
passion
doing good, okay?
that this unit does believe it.
Mm.
Ally Swamp, in the short
Nuts.
time I've seen her, has proven herself a very trustworthy friend. She acts as though she is the leader of the group, which I agree.
Whoa.
She has led us well on our adventures when I have been with her. She has protected us against overwhelming odds.
Wow, 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 wow.
And ally Moira,
Come here.
she is greedy,
Come
but she is nice. She is very confident in herself.
here.
There are more people that I have met during my short existence, such as the potion maker Bertram, who resides in Sydund. He has shown me human kindness to a degree I did not expect from a total stranger. I observed him leaving the guild hall, and he seemed downtrodden. I went to comfort him, as was my programming, to help all all of the citizens of the continent.
What were those things called
And
as a leader?
in that
The like
short
green
conversation,
green aliens?
he referred to me as a good
Oh, wait,
good
here, I
kid.
saw them.
That
It's a GIF.
one that I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. He referred to me as a good kid. I do not fully understand his meaning, but
I'm sorry
the
about
tone
that,
in which
honestly,
he
but I do-
said it
I don't think I've had it to
sounded
the extent you've had, obviously.
reflective,
but I can understand why you
almost.
a heart attack with.
There are many
Panic
others
attacks,
that I
understand.
could point out in my short existence here, but all in all, I feel like I was lucky to be activated in this area.
Mm-hmm. Lucky. That's cute.
A baby goat is a strange comparison to you, but you do seem to be good.
It's just what is happening?
I appreciate this, though I have found that people seem to refer to me as a canine, even though I am clearly a drake in shape.
Clearly a drake. He looks like a canine. You can tell with his image up there.
You mentioned your programming. What are your prime directives? What is your purpose?
Prime directives are as follows. Number 1,
Totally a doggo,
protection
right?
of the
I get
citizens
wingless
of the
dragon,
continent
but a wingless dragon
and
looks like a
aiding in
dog.
everything they need. Primary directive 2,
Baby goat is a kid.
to
Oh my
find
God.
and protect
Loon.
those from a
Loon.
specific type of enemy.
This is just
I have
Loon's
been
pun show
designated
right now.
Code DRACO as the Draconic Reconnaissance and Combat Operative. My primary
Angry
enemies
dog with
and
short
preferred
horns, right?
knowledge deal with the combating and reconnaissance of draconic natured foes. These are my primary directives, although I do find myself feeling like I am having more appear every day.
Salix seems to retreat into a little bit of a thoughtful moment as one of the fingers on its hand just clatters to the ground.
Let me assist you with that, and I replace the finger.
Much appreciated. Your talk of allies triggers something,
Okay, live where all the tests.
But-
This is true. That is very good. I'm glad that they're actually getting you the help.
but
you need.
records corrupted, memory unknown.
I like how you can hear Bex's typing. We
Interesting.
got our own little
Please allow
chat
me to
going on.
examine so that I might try to assist you.
Please feel free.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
And I'm gonna try and look at his
Thank you,
memory
sit down,
banks
my
if
friend.
he allows that, because I have no idea where they are technically. If there's anything I can do for that or whatnot, we're gonna spend a few hours, I guess, looking into that, seeing if there's anything I can do.
Salix peers at
Yes.
you curiously. Why are you examining my mount?
Is this not what I have been repairing?
The mount, yes, but the memories are mine.
Interesting. Might I ask where you found your mount?
I awoke in its hands. We came into consciousness by Deer Pond. I looked into the surface of the water and saw myself for the first time. In that moment, my current location,
Stop.
my designation, my overall status were unknown. Records corrupted. Self-designation not found. Location not found. New objectives were obtained. Designate self. I am Salix. I am a tree spirit, variety willow.
What? A willow tree?
Direct interface with my mount indicates class druid.
What? The mount is a
Mount
druid?
status was damaged but functional. More self-objectives. Service mount. Find civilization. Repair corrupted records database to restore memories. Any core values are unknown.
Then, as I attempt to fix your mount, why
So
don't you
Loon is
tell me
basically the
more
willow
of
tree.
yourself?
From,
And I will see
Pocahontas.
what I can do
Bottom
for your
line.
memories in a moment.
he
And
could be,
as
but that's a
I'm
good point.
As I'm fixing the mount, I'm technically lying to the Salix at the moment because I am fixing his memory banks in the mount, even though he thinks it's otherwise. I'm just having him tell me more about him if I can.
Sussy boy.
Yes. So while that conversation occurs, you look into where the memory banks would be hosted, just something that you just know of of location.
Being a master
All-
artificer and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, all just
All level 5.
just
Master.
just
He's a
damaged.
master,
Like
though, regardless.
if we're looking at this as if they're memory cards in a computer, like they've been cracked in
Right.
half, definitely water damage. They're still like attached, but there's definitely
People outside are screaming. I'm sorry if you
there's
hear
definitely
that.
problems
The hell?
here, and it might take a while for you.
It
to
seems like
repair.
it seems like there are sparks jumping around and energy that seems to be arcing as processes happen.
Because these do have his memories in them, and replacing them would just get rid of the memories, that is not a thing that I want. So I want to cast Cure Wounds to fix the memory banks as best I can for that, because they are a physical part of his mount.
Totally.
And I will inform him, I am
going.
going to attempt to cast the spell known as Cure Wounds on your mount. I'm going to attempt to cast the Cure Wounds spell on you. Perhaps this will aid in the recovery of your memories.
Perhaps indeed. It is unknown how the memories were damaged. Perhaps a wound would be an apt description.
There are numerous studies that prove that concussive force can cause memory loss. Perhaps you were assaulted or hit by something in an accident, and it caused your loss of memory. Mayhaps using this spell will fix this issue.
Oh, we
Please
got dice
proceed.
rolling.
Good young goat.
A good young
So
goat.
you cast this,
Yes.
and you see like a momentary pause of the sparking. You see some things like start to almost look like they're
Steady
starting
fire was
to
a great
blink
idea.
up. You know, they're starting to kick in the gear, but then it just stops. Now, well, first of all, I would say that you would get the impression that Cure Wounds will not resolve this.
Fair.
However,
I mean, it was only a 4.
you do
So he
recall
rolled a
Reed
natural
talking about
one.
those crystals, the
Yeah.
quartz, and that might be something that could help here.
I'm gonna have to go quartz hunting, apparently.
Fascinating. It appears that
Doctors and
my
stuff?
regenerative abilities are currently insufficient for healing
Currently.
you.
Definitely.
mayhaps what Reed was informing me
Mayhaps, some more
about will be
mayhapses.
what is needed
Leave
to
a like for
fix you.
mayhapsing. And all this alcohol is
I
in
would
me.
definitely be willing
Warm.
to give it a try.
Jack.
Try.
Hey, bro!
Salix whacks his mount. Try.
Wonders, I shall inform you that while on a nearby island known as the Isle of Storms, or Storm Island, we encountered a material that drew me to it. Speaking to Merchant Reed, he theorizes that the material, the crystal in question, could be tied to
The robot glitches. It is
Warforged or tree spirits, and could have an energy that could fix you.
Yeah, tree spirits. I love it. This unit fails to see how rocks might be helpful, but
That's fair.
a long pause. Again, as you are a good baby goat, this unit is willing to try
Good
it.
baby goat. God damn it. That's gotta be the quote for tonight. Good baby goat.
Wonderful, though I must inform you, you have referred
You
to
are
me
a
as
good
a
baby
goat
goat.
multiple times. I am not a goat.
But are you not a good kid?
Mm.
I believe that potion maker Bertram was referring to the age of the unit as opposed to my species.
I
A
love
kid is a young goat, so it would be fitting, would it not?
Get down. Get down.
You are correct in terminology, but
Now you're all tangled
I will
up.
have to run this by potion maker Bertram to verify the authenticity of his statement now.
Oh, that poor man's gonna have a conversation.
I'm stuck here 'cause it's funny.
I'm bringing you with me.
So,
Conversations.
Oh no.
yeah. So, just to take a step back,
You are a good baby goat.
we'll say like you're continuing to go through the process of
I have an actual
studying Salix,
I have a goat
and
emoji, if you remember.
like over a span of 3 days. So
We have a new
you're
goat.
wrapping up
Sun Bear.
on the 26th
Where's
of
the new goat?
late, and I would say it's closer to the evening. You would be aware of two things. The first is your party returned earlier in the day, so they and are set to set out
Good
tomorrow
baby
morning.
Okay.
B,
We got things to do. Bunch of
while Reed is a member
things to go
of the Merchants Guild, he worked with the team that basically introduced the Warforged to the Adventurers Guild. So him handing it to you, and he would have said this, is if you can repair it, it would go into service with the Adventurers.
Okay.
Yes. So.
But suggest that you take it with him, or you take Salix with you.
Yes.
But yes, it's a little later in the day, later in the evening. So yeah, having a conversation with merchants and whatnot, probably not possible tonight. But tomorrow, after you return from your mission, definitely possible.
Yeah, we need to go on this mission,
Beautiful.
guys. We gotta go on a mission, guys. It's gotta happen.
I feel like that's it for now, unless Salix has anything else.
This unit would like to explore the town.
Understood. This unit shall lead the way.
Would like a tour of the place.
Appreciated.
Please. get on my back, and I shall have your mounts get on my back, and I shall walk us around, being as I'm 6 feet tall.
Salix looks down at the treads of...
Just roll up my tail onto my back.
Understood. With a little bit of a whine and a creak, the treads spin into gear, and as the oil that I would presume has been applied kicks in, the creaking ceases, and the movement is more smooth than it had been previously, as Salix indeed precariously rolls up the tail of DRACO.
Yeah. All right. Yes, guys could definitely explore the town. Most of the shops have closed up at this point. But yes, you could travel around. It's a small place. There's only a handful of buildings. But the final location of where you guys would go is the Adventurers Guild Hall.
Yes.
But okay, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break here, and get drinks and whatnot, and then we'll come back in the morning as you guys meet with the rest of the party. Everyone is going to meet, and you guys can head out to the burial mounds.
Hey, Teratex, thank you for
Appreciated.
saying
Strong facial hair.
hi. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Really? Really?
Alright.
We're gonna need an encyclopedia of this. I
I'm
swear
trying
to God.
not to laugh during this serious conversation, and you do that.
Boycotting this campaign. I'm
Sunbury, you
leaving.
did great.
Goodbye.
Sunbury, you really did great. I'm not gonna lie.
You did wonderful dealing with this
Great.
nonsense
Yes.
bird.
Yes, very good.
Nonsense tree, apparently.
I don't
Also,
remember. Death is a serious thing. I was kind of focused on only it. I forgot the rest of the island.
Oh, who would have thought?
Oh.
Oh,
Alright,
God.
I'm gonna go stretch.
Alright,
Bye.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Get some
We all
out.
need a
I mean,
drink.
adult sippy juice if you want.
Yeah. Oh.
This has become the "How do we interpret what Loon is saying" podcast.
I'm a menace. I would apologize, but a menace wouldn't apologize.
No, don't apologize. Stay authentically, menacingly, and chat will enjoy it even more. Dear God. Oh my gosh. So what, are you just gonna sit on top of Sunbear the whole time saying puns as we die
Onward,
in battle?
noble, good, small goat.
This is gonna be horrendous.
Ow.
We're gonna
Alright, I'm back.
die.
Welcome
We're gonna
back.
Die.
So what's going on now?
I said, is he just gonna sit on Sunbear the whole time and say puns while we're dying?
I mean, I do have a saddle.
No, but literally, he's just gonna be the pun master as we're dying.
Very possibly, considering I have many plans.
Come here. Go around. Come here.
Oh my goodness.
This way. Stay.
Ah, yes, this cave. One might say it rocks.
Dear God. Oh my God, you guys. Welcome to D&D.
At least
You
let
never
me.
know.
I want to get into a pun battle with him.
Oh no. That's for the end of the session, you know? Just go.
It's the after show.
It's when you guys are drinking. Well, I don't know if you drink. You know what I mean. We're in the
Doesn't have a
tavern.
mouth.
We're in the
I just-
tavern. And
I just
you
take the alcoholic beverages and I pour them in the dirt at the foot of the tree.
Exactly.
Oh god, I hope the tree can live through that.
Just cure wounds. It's fine,
It's just
right?
like somebody just has to sit there and casually cure wounds occasionally. As they see the branches start to wilt, they're just silently cast a little magic my way and cure wounds.
Can I get a little magic? A little hit? A little pick-me-up?
Really,
I
really,
love-
what it is every third drink, the bartender brings out a healing potion.
Oh my god.
That
I
would be
love
expensive
the-
night out, but yeah.
Yes. I love the fact that your entire character is based on, oh, this robot was holding a little willow tree. You saw your glowing eyes through it. Ah, I am tree.
Uh-huh.
Jeff,
That was the
weird.
premise. I don't remember when I came up with that, but
It was a while ago, but it was good.
It was way too funny not to go with.
I am Salix.
No longer Groot. What?
and fun
All
fact
right.
for you, Salix is just the Latin name for willow trees.
Ah!
One.
Totally didn't go to Wikipedia and
Look that up.
Oh my god, of course it is!
Uh-huh.
All right, I am back. I think
I have also
I
returned.
think we can pick back up. Yeah,
Bex is
it's
the only
I
one
think.
left.
Oh, okay. It is 9:12.
Jump us.
Jiminy Christmas.
Jump us.
Oh, it's
So quick.
8:12. You lied.
We're
Oh.
East
He's
Coast.
an hour ahead.
Better time zone. You lie.
Nah. This is
No,
Luke's
no,
superior
Central
time.
is the best.
No,
It's
no,
the center
no.
for a reason.
No. It's the center for a reason.
I would say we've been going for about 45 minutes at least. Because we
Yes.
started at like 7:15
Because of recap.
and then
Yeah.
recap and then and we'll start. So okay. All right then. We're still waiting on that. So
Oh yeah, I was just about to say, is Bex returned?
My dog is going
Has
crazy.
our newly proclaimed Red Power Ranger
Yeah, she's
made it back from her
apparently
stretch
the leader.
goal?
Be fair, she's been the mom of the group. You can't
And-
lie
and-
about that.
and the arm wrestling champ.
Yes. I would not fight her in an arm wrestling tournament, and I'm made of metal and
No
pistons.
one should fight a furbolg in an arm wrestling competition. I think that's just a given. I've been watching so much Critical Role recently, guys. Like, my knowledge of D&D has expanded. And yeah, you don't mess with them furbolgs.
Oh my goodness. I can't think anymore.
It's only 9.
After this, I'm sorry, this has been one of the funniest things that has happened in a while.
This unit apologizes for frying your circuits.
Oh no. No, you don't.
I hear there are rocks on the island that may be able to assist with such things as memory problems and circuitry issues.
You said you had no values or whatever, right? Kinda? So, like, do you really apologize?
He doesn't
What
know
this
what he
unit
wants
says
right now.
is not a what this unit says is not a reflection of what this unit feels. Merely
Oh.
what this unit feels is the most pertinent thing to say in any given moment.
Oh my god, he is evil.
Just remember, at any point, I could buck you off.
Turn this into a bull riding competition randomly.
I've done it with Svamp.
This is true. He was very angsty that day.
I was very angsty in my near-death experience.
Don't make me turn this Drake around.
One did not know that small baby goats
Hi,
would
welcome
have teenage angst problems.
I think everyone knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you haven't interacted with goats much, have you?
Look at your brother.
are
I
mean.
mean, Jay is perfectly mature and fine and never
my
angsty.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-mm.
All
Also, Loon, I knew that having you to the adding you to the party was going to be fun and intriguing, but good lord.
Oh, this has been amazing. I love every bit of this.
I hope my roleplay has been up to par because I have never done this before.
Don't diss the
You're
dog.
doing
It's
great.
Not a
You're
diss,
doing
it's just
amazing.
a
You're
commentary on
I'm about to say, I never
lore.
thought that I would have a full conversation on ethics and morality and dreams with another robot.
Oh, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Stop.
Let's pick back up. We
This
we are
dog
at
is
the next
crazy.
morning. It
You're
is
out.
whatever
Nice.
day it is.
Amelia says you're doing
27.
amazing, Loon.
Today is the 28th day of Alaint, and it is morning. The situation with sleeping arrangements, I guess, should be just
I
acknowledged.
think my volume's
So,
Is it
Draco
low
has
as
a
in
little bit of a
unquiet
storage
compared to everyone
room
else?
that he has taken up.
Or just low?
Draco, would you bring Salix into the room with you?
Yes,
Because I can turn
I
it
would
up.
offer and go.
But I turned them up so that
Unit Salix,
I turned them up
would
so that
you
you can definitely
enjoy
hear them.
being my, I believe the term is,
Bye,
roommate
Banana Boy.
for
Thank
the
you for
time
asking me a
being?
follow question. And I hope that sounds better.
This unit accepts your generous offer.
A generous offer.
Glorious.
Appreciation and gratitude.
Glorious. Allow me to lead the way back.
Okay. So yes, you guys
Sounds great. Thank you, Jessica,
Sentry
for
rest
confirming.
the night. Everyone else, you guys had gotten back to Sydund a little
We can
earlier in
finally
the
get into
afternoon
this
and have
job that we've
been
given.
just resting.
Strong arm, so I'm glad
But
it
in the
worked.
morning, you know, your assignment is to head back out. So as you guys, as in Moira, Svamp, and Svamp. Wait, no, I said Svamp. Moira,
Yep.
Svamp. Who's
Shinichi.
Who's left?
Shinichi.
Well, I know Shinichi, but
Oh.
Moira and Svamp, because you didn't adventure with them.
I think it was just
last
us, and
time.
then it was Med.
Yeah. So, so you guys wake up and head downstairs and get your assignment, get your dossier of everything going on, and
Not the dossier.
yeah, as you start to head out towards the lighthouse to transport to your job.
If I may interject for one brief moment.
Yes.
Very early in the morning, Salix would depart quietly and surreptitiously from the room,
Hell?
and when morning comes and Draco ends his sentry rest, in the room is a pile of sand in which a ton of little tiny worthless desert shrubs have been arranged very close together.
Yeah.
And
little
Salix
cactuses and stuff.
Salix sits above it and waits for Draco to awaken and pay attention to him, basically.
Okay. All right.
Look at
So,
me!
yeah,
Like a jungle.
yeah, we'll go to that scene.
at me, Dad.
So, Draco, you your eyes open. You come back to, and as you look, you see the scene.
Draco tilts his head, gets up, and walks over to Salix and sits next to him in the pile of sand with tiny shrubs, and inquires, "Might I inquire as to what this is?"
In case you never get to experience the jungle yourself, I
Never.
brought it to you.
He definitely did, though.
This is jungle. And he takes a glass of water and just dumps it on it.
Draco gets as close to the ground as he can, chin touching the ground with paws out in front of him, looking at the soaked, wet sand and plants, just tilting his head back
Pour
and
water
forth.
everywhere. That's a jungle right there, guys.
Fascinating. This unit shall remember this. He appreciates it.
Glorious, this unit believes the term is. What are your plans for today?
First, I will. If you require assistance, you may again ride my back as we go out into the main guild hall. We need to introduce you to my allies.
This unit believes that self-propulsion will be better, as I do not wish for my mount's treads to become stuck again, and
What?
movement seems to be the best deterrent for that.
This is true.
Understood. And while this is happening, my homunculus servant has come off of whatever shelf it was sitting on and has settled on my head again. As I get up and I open the door to the storage room and say to Salix, "Follow me then, please."
Back to
All
you,
right,
Beard.
real quick, in the chat, I did put Homunculus Servant in there so that you guys could read it and get a grasp of what it is mechanically. But yes, it is a infusion of an artificer.
Hmm.
So, you guys head out. Svamp and Moira, you are prepping to turn out the door.
Yep.
Where's and go to
Shinichi?
the lighthouse. But Shinichi would say walks down the stairs at that point. And just as he comes down the stairs, out from the adventurer's quarters wing, comes DRACO and another warforged like creature that has a tree and it's on rollers.
DRACO, wait. There's a lot happening. Shinichi, I'm glad you're here. DRACO, what is that thing?
DRACO looks up
Hi, hello.
and
Yes.
points at his homunculus service. "This is my homunculus. His name is Rock."
Creative.
It's a rock.
Uh-huh.
He shall aid us in surveying future dunes.
Mm-hmm.
How are you all doing today? And I just sit down at the table, and I assume Salix just sits next to me.
Yep.
Okay, but what is that thing next to you?
Don't say that thing.
I'm
Moira.
confused. Okay.
I turn to my left, looking at Salix, and I inform them after looking back, "This is Unit Salix. He shall be helping us from the foreseeable future. Unit Salix, would you like to introduce yourself to the group?"
Good morning. My name is Salix. Current designation has been self-given. Other designations unknown. Status: awake.
Beard, I have a question.
Yes.
Obviously Salix is able to move their branches about. I would assume that I have noticed this, yes?
Oh no, the druid's getting into it.
Uh-huh.
Did you put a mushroom on it?
Well, it's a weird sight. It's a weird sight for sure. You've got a warforged-like body, but holding a tree, small potted tree, and yes, the tree moves as it speaks, and it has eyes.
You speak like a warforged. You're not a warforged.
I speak like me. I do not understand your inquiry.
Oh damn.
Why do you speak like a Firbolg? You are not a Firbolg.
What?
Excuse me? What do you mean?
It
DRACO
appears
turns-
that... Oh, go ahead.
DRACO turns back to Salix. "Fascinating. Please explain your line of reasoning."
A branch reaches out and points towards the sashes that adorn Svamp. It appears that you are some type of tree or a fungus.
Oh! These aren't growing out of me. They are growing out of my clothing. I am a furbolg that wears mushrooms. Here. And I get closer so that I can lift my various mesh fabrics and show them. How big is how big are you?
The eyes probably sit about 5.5 feet above the ground, we'll say.
Okay.
Bigger than I thought.
Here?
I was thinking like 4.5 max.
Well, the eyes. So the tree sticks up above the top of the Warforge. The Warforge is about 4.5 feet tall, somewhere in there.
Ah, got it.
But the tree is a little bit bigger and it sticks up a little bit higher. But this is not a tall tree.
What is this?
It is droopy,
What is this?
hunched over. Some would say poor posture, but no one will ever know.
Oh lord.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, Shinichi, I hope you had a good few days off. How you doing?
Shinichi,
good.
this unit
Very
has
well.
heard about you. You are the greatest rock star in all the land.
This is
Oh,
It is a
no.
pleasure
Oh.
to be within your presence.
Oh,
You are
no,
correct.
Why?
True.
Would you perhaps regale us with a short ditty upon this glorious meeting?
Oh, I agree.
Yes.
We've missed you,
Yes,
Shinichi, so much. Please play.
I'm gonna go get us
Yes,
some breakfast.
I
Okay.
whip out my lute and I start playing.
Free bird! As I yell as I go to order us some food.
I don't know that one, but I play something.
Fake rockstar doesn't know free bird.
This is the free bird doesn't exist here.
No, the bird
Free bird
that sits
exists
upon
everywhere.
the bird that sits upon the head of Unit DRACO is not free. It is in fact his servant.
Uh-huh.
This is affirmative. It has no free will of its own.
Oh.
Therefore,
sad.
no free bird. It does not make sense.
Really?
Does not compute.
I come back and sit
Oh,
down. They're
jeez.
bringing us cactus and eggs.
Cactus.
Well,
What did you order?
I play in like
we always get cactus.
guitar
That's good.
riffs or whatever. Like nothing specific.
It's beautiful.
Maybe it's just something that I'm working on.
This unit appreciates the opportunity to bask in your glorious skills.
Why does
Thank you
everyone
Hopefully-
encourage him? Okay.
Hopefully, there will be more opportunities like this in the future as we work together.
I sure hope so. That is the goal.
You have not yet answered my question. What are you? You're not a furbolg, or you're not a warforged. What are you?
Designation, Salix. Hold on, I need to find a thing here quick that I have written down.
Designation Salix.
I am a tree spirit, variety willow.
Interesting.
You know anything about tree spirits?
Not much. Well, usually they don't. Usually their trees are stationary and they come out of their tree kind of like a glowy sort of whooshy set of leaves that kind of whispers at you,
Okay.
and then they go back into their tree.
Okay.
Like dryads, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
you know a dryad?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They're usually not. They usually don't have eyes, and they're not in a pot. And they don't.
Salix rustles his branches. Whoosh. Whoosh. I do not see the difference.
Moira
I
just
see it-
covers her face and turns around to laugh over her shoulders so no one else sees it.
I see a lot of difference. But usually they don't talk like Warforged, and they don't have training wheels. This is fascinating.
This unit rides upon a mount. The wheels are not my own. And
Yeah.
again, this unit talks like this unit, not like a Warforged.
You're not a unit, though.
I like
Units
Svamp.
are warforged. What? Yes,
you-
yes.
This unit Draco is assisting in the repair and recovery of unit Salix. He is experiencing memory fluctuations at the moment. Please, will you aid us in helping him?
Unit Draco suggests it is perhaps the case that I may have hit my head somewhere along my journeys.
Where is your head? What's the anatomy of a tree?
Yeah, where is the head in a tree?
Do you have
My eyes
roots?
are
Are they
up
in your
here.
roots?
My eyes are up here. He did that in the beginning with you. Sorry, out of character. He was like, direct your attention up here. And I was like, oh my god!
I am so fascinated by you, little guy. Can I?
If you
We're in
have
a
any
public-
questions, please feel free to ask them. I hear you are indeed this group's fearless leader, and therefore I must make sure that you are aware of any abilities and skills that I possess to be of proper use to this team.
Moira's still
We're
dying
planning
over her shoulder
and-
and now drinking a bunch of whatever I can find.
I
For planning
nearly
and strategy
out of my
purposes.
chair. Leader? What? When? Since
Yes,
when?
you are the leader, and this one, turns to Moira, is the nice one.
Oh, I'll take that. Yeah, Swamp, you're definitely the leader. All the responsibility is on you now. I love it. We should definitely get to work, though.
Absolutely not. I'm not responsible for this band of idiots. Absolutely
You
not.
heard it. You heard it from him. It's confirmed, yes.
I mean,
Because
you
this
want, I
bonds
could be the
tree
one
knows a
responsible.
thing. For sure. Oh, Lord. Okay.
It-
Salix turns back to
If you-
Draco with and tilts the crown of the tree to askew its eyes to the side. Questioningly, but not saying anything.
I mean,
Draco just looks back at him, like, and kind of shrugs his shoulders, like, yeah, this is how this is.
To be somewhere today? Do we have
we
places
do have
to
work.
be?
That's what I was trying to say. Great leader. Oh, great leader. We should definitely
Stop.
get back to the beautiful burial grounds because, you know, the undead is kind of important. I'd like to wrap that up.
oh, right, that was the
Yes,
thing
yes,
that
that's the
happened.
thing.
I know you've been out of
Um,
it, Shinichi, which is
uh-huh.
totally understandable. But, like,
Yeah.
there are undead attacking every night.
Yes, I would like to test out the repairs I have performed on Unit Salix to
Oh, no.
see if there is any mishaps or needed repairs beyond the memory leak.
This unit is sure that any experience after your tender, loving care will be fine.
Draco
Okay.
kind of nudges him
Poke it.
with his claws. Just
Poke.
Well, on the way there, Shinichi, you want to tell us about what you've been up to?
Oh yes. Let's see. I was crowned king of Pumpkin Town. Hail to the king.
Hail to
then
the king.
yes.
I'm trying,
no.
Plasma. I'm
Oh
trying.
no.
And then I mainly was hanging out here playing some tunes and getting to know the folks. You know, I hung out with Jasmine for a bit.
Who's Jasmine?
The barmaid.
It's just.
Oh,
She
I didn't know she
works-
had a name. Sorry.
Oh,
Moira.
she has a name.
What?
Moira.
I'm offended.
you're finna for her.
Yeah, you're offended. Okay. Sorry, out of character.
Oh, and then I also was invited to the Walhalla Music Festival, and I would like to go.
Yeah, can I be your groupie again? I'll definitely aid you
Yeah.
with your performances like last time.
For sure. There was a note about a band.
Ooh, I don't think I can play, but I can do the, the special effects and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yes, special effects. Yes, that sold the performance in Pumpkin Town. I want to make that happen again.
Okay, let's discuss more details as we teleport back to these burial mounds and hopefully get this figured out.
Yeah.
And
my child's banging on my
if we
door.
want to find work outside of Sydund, that would be nice. Eventually.
I agree with that firmly, which is why I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Let's get going. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'm really looking forward to this burial mound.
Before we leave, this unit has one thing he must say. This unit was given a task by the Adventurers Guild through a merchant named Reed. I require ally Swamp's help, especially because I've required to go back to the cave on Storm Island to obtain crystals.
Wait. Whoa, wait. The crystals? Like, the crystals that the
Guardian.
Continental Guardian, warned us not to touch, or else he would kill us all. I made a whole song about that. Didn't you hear the song?
I appreciate you
almost
making
died.
a song. Please sing it everywhere.
I'm teleporting away ahead of them.
Affirmative.
We'll talk about this after work. I also want to talk to you, Bonsai. About how
Bonsai!
your tree. We'll talk. I want to talk to both of you after we figure out. After we deal with these sand dunes, okay?
And me and Salix say at the same time in the same monotone robot voice, affirmative leader.
Affirmative leader.
Oh my god!
Don't call me leader. My name is Svamp. Stop it.
I
Get in
love
the
this.
lighthouse.
Affirmative leader Swamp.
Affirmative
Stop
leader
calling me
swamp.
leader. Get in the lighthouse.
And we walk in. Or ride in for him.
I'm rolling.
So-
I gotta stretch my threads.
Rolling. Okay.
Yes, you guys head from the Adventurers Guild to the lighthouse,
Yes, let's
and
go.
then that transports you from
Whoa.
Sydund
How's that work?
to the burial mounds
Burial mound!
through the teleportation stone that Svamp holds.
This is the best. I do. It's
which
been
will
quite
take you
fun, I won't
guys-
lie.
Here.
Yes, Leader Swamp. Chad agrees. Leader Swamp.
No.
It's too late now.
Oh.
Unless you want me to be the leader.
No. No.
This
Absolutely
unit
not.
inquires, are we there yet, Leader Svamp?
Oh no!
Yes.
He's one of those!
Oh no!
Oh. Yes,
Did-
Bonsai. Right now.
Oh god. Did anyone ever go into room 2 over here?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that was not open the last time I was here.
Yeah,
The ones that
we
are
did
open on the
some-
map we have been in.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Correct. Yes. So we've got a different map. You guys can zoom out if you'd like. And but yes, slightly different map. Not using the dynamic lighting. I think this will be
Oh, there's
easier
a
to
biggin.
really process.
There is a big one. I know. I'm seeing that.
So, yes, the mission so far, this would be, I believe, the third time that we have gone out, and overall, the process, especially after talking to the Records Guild,
Leader Swamp.
is
Leader Swamp.
finding the
Leader
entrance under the sand, and then breaking down the door with sledgehammers and picks and that sort of thing. Just unsealing it. You don't necessarily need to break the doors into rubble, but just unsealing it, and then going in and clearing it out, so that they can send archaeologists to come in and study. And yes, so far you guys have gone into 5.
Do we
I
want to just go for
say-
the
Big one?
right here and do the big one and the medium-sized big one?
I kind of feel like that, yeah. I'm feeling a little feisty. I actually just want to get this done, so you know I'm running. Moira is gone.
Oh, alright.
Ally Salix, follow me.
Try not to get sand in your treads.
Moira's
Okay.
got some like extra haste today, and it's just off.
Alright, come on, Shinichi, let's go.
This unit
Apparently
wishes
we're
to
the slowest.
inquire as to what the boxes within these rooms
Oh.
are.
What's in the box?
Oh, you're freshly woke up, huh? Alright.
Negative. Unit Salix has been awakened for 6 times my current existence.
That doesn't mean a lot of time, though. You've been awake for what, 2 weeks? So that
Roughly.
means 12 weeks.
Roughly
That's not a
1
lot
month.
of
Alright.
time.
Are you guys moving together? Because if you are,
About to say,
just
'cause
tell me
Moira's way over
where you're
Oh.
going. Because I'm seeing
I
a
am
split
not.
party here, and I just want to verify.
I am not moving with
Okay,
them. I
so-
am scoping and running because I need to get
All right.
out of here.
Do we want to do the big
Mora?
one to our left or right?
I haven't
let's
been here. Yeah.
let's pause. Mora, you traveled north, so go back up that way a bit. And okay, so
My
this
dog
is
is-
gonna open up.
Is barking. Please ignore that.
So you see that it is not a big one.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
just the sand dunes
Oh, okay.
that blocked your vision. And I would say those to the south. This is going a little slow, so apologies.
You're fine. Fine.
Okay, there you go.
Stuff.
So yes, we have one isolated, directly in the middle of the party. And then more, you would be aware there's a smaller one, over to your right, and then there is a big one in front of you. The rest of the party, as you look around, you've got this big mound, but as you continue to move forward, you would see that there is space in between these mounds. But you've got one here, you've got one here, you've got one over here, and as you get over here, more is there.
Nice.
But also...
Loon, stop. Chill. Thank you. Trying to stay where I'm in conversation with the two of you. Let's keep moving forward.
Thanks, Mom.
Leader Svamp.
Nah!
Okay.
Are there any
So I haven't-
obvious doors?
Well, I guess that could be the question here is, what are you guys doing? Are you like, are we just walking around, or are we actually like trying to look for an entrance to any of these?
I'm trying to look for a more pronounced, obvious door, hoping that that would lead to the artificer that we had seen before, or something that would explain the undead a bit more.
I'm still trying to figure out how old. It takes me a second to remember the
Salix.
names. Yep. How old
Bonsai.
Salix is.
And I am hanging back and trying to follow as best as possible, but I don't know what's going on.
Draco is making sure all of his repairs on Salix have gone well, but is keeping an eye out for any doors.
Gee, you haven't been
Alright,
to the
so-
dunes yet.
Yeah, as far as you guys walking around, if you're looking for obvious doors, you have not seen one yet.
Hmm.
This
But
unit.
again, you are in sand dunes. You are aware sand moves, and
Yeah.
thus it is possible they're just covered up. Just needs a little bit more investigation.
Okay. This unit suggests we choose a dune and search it.
Hi, Wazilla. Welcome in.
Leader Svamp, which dune would you recommend?
Oh Lord. All right, come back down this way. Let's
Welcome
Go
back.
this way.
Yeah.
unless you guys want to pick a dune, and I'll pick a dune, and then we can kind of go for entrances. Because my way of looking for an entrance is to walk around and stab my quarterstaff, the bottom end of it, in about 2-3 feet in about waist high as I walk around and listen for thuds.
Affirmative. Unit Draco shall endeavor on the dune over here to search for a door.
Unit Salix has an idea as a way to help Draco once a door has been found.
Do you want to stick by me, Shinichi? You seem lost.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. I'm just gonna stick with you.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
These dunes do have
Uh,
doors. It's just finding them.
All right. So real quick, Draco, what? How are you searching?
Mostly just trying to claw out the sand in front of me as I go around, looking specifically for any doors or anything that's obvious, like a cave entrance
I haven't
or
been
stuff
streaming
like
yet, so I
that.
decided I would.
Just passively looking, or well, actively looking for something.
Unit Draco,
Okay.
may I provide a recommendation?
Please do.
If you were to wrap your tail around the body of my mount and hoist me in the air, I could run my treads at high speed to facilitate digging process.
Can I use my gust cantrip as I'm going along, and just kind of like be a leaf blower type of thing to blow off any sand that near dunes for
Yes.
doors?
But yes, you can. The question is, how far away from the rest of the party you're going?
Well, I'll start here and I can backtrack.
All right. If you start here and then backtrack, so is that like with this mound or this mound?
The first one over here.
Okay. So, roughly all about the same span of time. Same like 15, about like 10 minutes of time. You guys all taking different shifts. Svamp and Shinichi.
Mhm.
You guys would locate doors here. Now, the thing about these doors, what you would know, double
I've played
doors,
it
so
a
very
bit,
similar to
but I'm
that
not
first
definitely
one.
a pro, that's for sure.
The one that you guys came in through the teleportation circle. However, as you start to kind of brush away some of the sand, the doors themselves appear to be made out of almost like a bronze, like an ancient bronze. Very, very oxidized copper. Which is a bit odd, considering we're in the desert, and
Yeah.
But yes, there is there is bronze doors instead of stone or wood.
Would
So
I
that
have
that
noticed
definitely
that?
sets this one apart. Well, you're over here, so I'm bringing it over here. With Gust, you would have you would have uncovered a door right here. And let me take a look at this real quick. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's an opening. It's still kind of you still would need to break through.
Yeah.
But you're not seeing like a physical like door. It's like an archway, and then the sand and then sandstone has been kind of caked in. But it could easily be broken down. But your gust of wind kind of stops there.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see a little bit of flooring kind of peeking out. And then the other two scraping around. And the other measurement you were using, you would find an entranceway here. Again, no door, and it doesn't look like it's been. Well, it looks like it's been unsealed. So as you brush away the sand, you're starting to see a bit of a like an entranceway, and kind of moving that sand out of the way. I would say you are seeing kind of a stairwell down, and with the light shining through, you do see what appears to be a sarcophagus down there.
Damn, they got in.
But it
is a very fun game,
it
you're
definitely there's crumbled rock on the ground in front of it. It definitely looks like this has been entered before.
For safety's sake, I'm going to send Rock in there. He's going to fly down, and he's going to look around, and with the specific instructions that should he see anything that looks like it was organic, in other words, a dead body, he is to come back out and wave his right wing.
So anything organic, like a dead body.
Anything organic, or let me specify, if he sees a dead body, he raises his right wing. If he sees something mechanical, like a Warforged-esque creature, raises the left wing.
Okay, so your rock goes in there, flies around, and sees, returns, and it doesn't lift up either wing.
Okay. Unit Salix. I believe it is
We're just
safe
looking around
to
right
search. I explained to him what I had Rock
now. So
do.
we're looking through
and
these
I want to go
mounds in
in.
the desert, and we're trying to clear them out of any undead and figure out why undead keep attacking a city that we're in. That's basically it.
All right.
Yeah,
So
this
exactly,
unit's
Plasma.
oldest
That's
enemy.
right. Hey,
Stairs.
Hey, welcome in.
it's got a layer of sand on it, so it's actually
So
not
we got the
too
two
bad.
robots together
All right.
over here.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm
and then
going
the three
to
idiots that Plasma
unveil
said are over here, including me.
this area as you guys come in. Okay, this is going kind of slow. Let's try this out. There we go. All right, so yes, there is a sarcophagus there that seems to have been entered in already. Svamp and Shinichi, we've got detect magic over here.
Yeah.
Night, baby.
And yes, you
Say goodnight
do
to
get actually a very strong magical aura.
Hi, puppy.
And as you brush away
Uh-huh.
sand and the dirt and
You're
the
so
dust
big.
off of the door,
Oh.
you
Can I have a kiss?
can make out embossed in that door, it's like in the center of both doors.
Good night, baby.
But it's a face of a dragon.
A Dargan.
Ooh.
A
Do I know
Dargan.
what school of magic?
A 30-minute walk on your treadmill, sweating. I don't blame you. Walking is a lot. I will not lie.
You hate that question.
I do, because I never think about it until we get to it. All right, give me a second.
You need a sticky note on your monitor that just says, Svamp will ask.
That's like
In the
school.
meantime, I'm gonna yell over, Shinichi, I found a door!
Abjuration.
Abjuration.
Nothing too.
Illusions.
You found one too? What?
Now, the doors in question,
I'm coming over.
besides the face of the dragon, you're seeing like little designs around it. Like pentagrams.
Mm.
About
Durgan.
a dozen.
Durgan.
Small.
Dargan.
Just kind of
Durgan.
like encircling this thing, not like a perfect circle around it, but
How
just,
many
just
Durgan.
kind of just around the face.
He my ding a Durgan. He my ding a Durgan.
But this would
Large
definitely be
goat.
different for you, in that so far you've unsealed a few of the tombs. One of the tombs was already unsealed once you got here. None of them have been
Happy Leaf Eric's
had
day.
any type of
Dinga
like
dinga
magical
Durgan.
aura emanating from it. It's I would say you get the sense that these doors
If you
are
got that
protected in
SpongeBob
some way.
reference, then I'm proud of you.
The last time we saw abjuration was on a actual coffin lid. It was the last time we saw that, which was in
That bigger circle.
Okay. Yes, you're true.
This one, I think.
Where the two destroyed med.
Yeah. I believe so.
So I found another one right over there, but I'd rather stay most of us together because I don't know where the robots went. Is a good reference?
That was a good point. Where did Draco and Salix go?
I have no idea. Sweating so hard. Oh, poor BMA. Go shower.
What? We should meet up.
Go take care of yourself.
So, the three of you, what are you doing here? You've got a door. There's magic.
Swamp, we going in?
You guys
Maybe we
go. You guys go get
find-
the robot babies. I'm going to do gaseous form. You remember that thing where I
Oh,
turned
yeah.
into
I'm already
a
out.
mist? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Well, first of all, roll
What?
me investigation
Draco!
to see what this door is about. If there's any gaps in the door to get inside.
Felix!
Friend Moira,
Oh
over here.
no!
Where's over
No.
here?
That's not good.
In the
Five.
dune, adjacent to that one.
Here, I'm gonna pause it.
Oh my
We've
Bet
got
you've
too
gotta
many
get your
things
mind
moving
off
right
of
now.
Gosh.
That's a nat zero, isn't it?
Yes, everybody. Everybody, roll me a
D6?
d6, please.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh,
about
yeah. Oh,
We're
no.
looking for two numbers, everybody.
Watch
We're looking
Swamp,
for
like,
ones
ruin
and
it.
sixes. 6. 6 would be good. It's a fate die of sorts. So 6s mean that
Oh.
someone's looking good.
We're just average
looking out
today.
for you.
Yeah, we're averaging out pretty well
Bad.
today.
Neutral.
I'm sorry. One is bad. One
Yeah.
is worst case scenario happens. But we've got 4s, a 5, and 2 3s, so it is a normal day. You have inspiration if you want to use it.
Friendos, right? Or do we still have DM also?
I don't remember what we decided.
That's why we need to play more.
Yeah.
I would love an inspiration from wherever it comes.
At least one.
Okay.
Well, Shinichi did sing us a
Alright.
ditty earlier.
I've been away for a
Yeah.
while.
So I
haven't
would
been
say
singing.
Shinichi and Moira haven't left yet. They're still there.
I'm just yelling over here. Robots, get here! Yeah!
So Svamp, you start to take a look at it, and I don't know, it just doesn't look.
Trying to find
It's just kind
gap.
of confusing.
I don't know. Is there a gap in this door? Do y'all see a gap in this door?
Do I see a gap in this door?
Yeah, can I? That's my in-character way of trying to get y'all to give me an inspiration.
Yes. So you've got a choice here. You
Or
can
I
either you can either give inspiration. Well, actually, either or would suffice, but it would do the same thing, right?
Except for
So
use
if
up an
anyone is
inspiration.
proficient, well, right.
So
But if
intelligence
you
solves somehow.
help, and you're proficient in investigation, then Svamp can re-roll and take the new roll. Basically, rolling at advantage. Or give it inspiration. Would do the same
I
thing.
mean, I can give inspiration.
I am not proficient.
I am not proficient in investigation.
So it'd just be a normal reroll.
Mm-hmm.
I can
This
give
would be a
you
good
I can give
situation
you
with Draco.
strong words of advice and motivation and tell you to look harder
You
and
got this, dude.
yeah.
Draco!
So just normal reroll. Here we go. That's worse.
No, that's
All right.
Alright,
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
the
that's
5.
worse.
You know what?
Five.
How about I
Um,
take a look at then? How about I just take a look?
Okay, you look. You see it.
Well, if you guys are all in the same area, like we're just doing the one because no one's proficient in investigation, correct?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But going to get the robots might make sense. But yeah, Svamp, you're not seeing any openings in the door. You're not seeing really any damage on this door. Like the copper is oxidized, but that's just an exterior thing. Like just kind of like running your hands over it, it just feels solid.
All right. Well, let's go get the boys, I guess.
All right. So while that is occurring, the two Warforged have entered into the mound here. What are you guys doing?
Searching around, seeing if anything's in the coffin, there's anything on the walls that we need to be aware of, any such thing like that.
Yep.
All right. The sarcophagus is damaged, but it actually you have seen a coffin that was damaged before. This looks very similar, but the one that where Al actually you weren't in there. I take that back.
No,
You
I was
weren't
never in
because you
there.
were outside. Yes, it just looks cracked, but based on how it looks set up, it definitely looks something that you could just like lift off and kind of slide off. But whoever plundered this mound just tried to break through the top of the sarcophagus. But there is an interesting bas relief in the top of the sarcophagus. It looks like dancing skeletons.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
And I take
This
that. I take
relief
that back.
sends shivers down my spine.
What the heck?
It's not on the lid, because really the lid's like basically off. You're seeing inside of the sarcophagus, like around the walls, are these like dancing skeletons. But there was no body inside. There was nothing
Minecraft
inside.
dancing skeletons. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Unit Salix. I will attempt to move the
lid from the sarcophagus. Would you please move out of the way so it will not hit you?
My one request was going to be that you would not drop the lid on me after you had put so much work into repairing my treads.
Wonderful. Please move to the side.
I appear
So,
to
yeah,
be
you
stuck
move-
in some quicksand.
What?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. So you're able to fully move the lid off, and some of the light coming from the outside is allowing you a better view of the skeletons, at least on one side.
Okay.
Do the skeletons appear to
But it
form
is-
any
it
sort
is
of pattern?
Well, it is a dark room, so having some kind of light source here might assist in making it easier to see everything.
Thought I had dark vision. I must not. I probably don't. Anyway.
You gave Svamp the power for dark vision.
That's right. So, my homunculus can see in the dark. I cannot.
I have a cantrip which is produce flame.
Okay.
Wonderful.
That would work here. All right. So with that, go ahead and let's see. I'll take
He is a pyro.
perception from both of you.
Yeah, he is.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Something I'm actually proficient at.
Samesies. Perception.
Something I'm proficient at. Gets a 13.
It's not
Normal
my
roll,
best.
presumably.
Always.
My best are history and
Yes.
arcana at +6 each.
There we go. Loon.
All right.
Best roll I've had this entire game.
Yes. Wonderful. Great job, everybody.
Only roll we've had this
All right.
entire
So
game.
13 and 18. So I think what you guys would notice is, again, this is a base relief, so there's like grooves in. But I think what you would notice, Salix, for sure, is that there is one in particular that is just seems to be off. It seems to be kind of out, extended past the others. And you didn't really notice it as first, but as you're kind of moving around with your flame, you're just noticing that there's definitely a shadow being cast behind it, like from like where you're standing right now, looking at it. If it was on this side, it's just there's just a bit of a shadow there until you move around. But you're noticing that none of the other ones are extended out to the point where they're casting shadows.
Was it like a chunk of the wall is extended out, or like instead of being carved in, it's almost like it's molded out?
Yes, there's a bit of extra beveling for that one.
By now,
So the
have we
edges
found
stick
them?
out. No, this is happening at the same time.
Unit Draco, it appears that there is a skeleton in this design which is different from the others.
Interesting. Shall I investigate further?
My thought was to perhaps have your rock poke it.
Oh, it broke.
Shall
Sorry,
we
I'm playing
exit
with
to a
hair
safe
clip and it
location
broke.
for the moment?
That does indeed feel to be pertinent.
Glorious. We shall
and-
exit and send Rock in.
Send rocket.
All right. So as Moira and Shinichi
Send
are
rocket.
walking around, you guys exit out, and Moira, you're able to see them. More, Draco, you would hear Moira calling out for you.
Draco!
Ally Moira,
Oh, hey. What are you doing?
we are about to attempt investigation of an unusually placed skeleton carved into a sarcophagus.
You mean like a hieroglyph in a sarcophagus?
More like a
It
statue
appears-
of a hieroglyph in a sarcophagus, but skeletal in nature.
It appears to be some kind of mechanism. We wish to test this. I was going to send in my homunculus rock
okay. As
to
long as it's not
interact
you.
with it. So I go ahead and send rock in.
Yes. So rock goes in and begins to peck at it. And instantly dies! No, nothing.
Yes! He disappears. What?
Gotta get another ruby
I'm
now.
gonna call it Brock.
Well, I got that one for free.
Yeah, nothing
call it
nothing
Brock.
happens.
Brock
It
is
just kind of
Okay.
pecks at it, and then after like a minute, it stops and just looks back towards you guys.
This is just like a statue sitting in a little.
No,
little
this is actually
section.
carved into the. This is carved all around the walls of the inside of the sarcophagus.
But instead of this one being carved in, it protrudes out.
So it's
It
a
almost
relief.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's a button.
A button.
Well, it's a
Wow.
base relief, but then yes, there is
It's
one that
a
extends out
skeleton.
instead of in.
Yeah.
It's
It's an outie skeleton
called a relief.
instead of an
Okay.
innie skeleton.
That's called a relief.
Yeah.
He's just
Um,
I
chilling.
agree.
I guess rock's just not big enough to interact with it correctly.
That could indeed be the case. If size is the issue, perhaps we should send in Leader Svamp.
Yeah, sure.
I shall
All right,
follow
so by
Leader Svamp.
oh, hold on. I need to correct the record here. All right. So my understanding of base relief was not accurate. Okay, so I would say they're all engraved. They're all innies, but there is one that is a base relief. But it looks the same, except for you just happen to notice it because it cast the shadow. But okay. So you guys
Do you
want
want me to
in?
go touch the
Yeah.
relief statue?
I'll be the one to touch it since we found it.
Whoever's got the most health should touch it.
Hi.
Yeah.
DRACO is hoping to test out his new modifications.
That
Yes,
sounds about
actually.
right.
Actually, though, with my almost 60 health.
Watch him insta die though. Bye,
eh,
Draco.
This unit will step off to the side.
I'm good where I am.
this unit has many features to protect himself. If instant death happens, it will be very sad. But yes, I go in and I press the base relief, or fiddle with it till something happens, if something does.
Okay. Describe fiddle.
Try to push it, move it, turn it.
To the limit.
Push it, pull it, twist it.
All of these things, like a
Alright.
bop it.
Very good. So, yeah, you try to push it, nothing happens. You put a little bit more strength in it, still nothing happens. You kind of feel around it, and you do feel like there's a little bit of a separation between it and the edge. So there is a bit of a groove around it. You start to turn
there a
it,
gap?
and it turns.
It's spin.
Wonderful. I continue.
And
spinning.
so you turn it counterclockwise, and you hear a click.
The hell?
And as you do that, you almost feel like a little give, because your hands on it. It almost feels like it's starting to pull itself in towards the wall of the sarcophagus.
Okay. Allied Leader Swamp. It has moved.
Did it do anything?
Not yet. I will continue my investigation.
Why are we fiddling with this thing?
I
So
continue
you try to
do
push it.
Yeah.
That's our job, is to explore it.
Yeah. So you turned it like 90 degrees, You can feel a little bit give to it. You push it, and you hear another click.
Hell?
And dust begins to fall from the back wall.
The hell?
As another door opens.
A door has opened.
Huh?
And I
A
go.
door has appeared.
And with light coming in, Draco, you would see there is a staircase that goes down.
Worries. It continues underground.
What?
It is a
Do these-
staircase.
Do these stairs also have a ramp of sand to assist in my travel down?
Negative.
Are you Salix?
Drat.
Ride
Yes.
Draco?
Do you require assistance again, Unit Salix?
Assistance is not necessary, but may be preferred.
How heavy are you?
Very well. Climb upon my back.
They have merged.
I assume he's
We
still
are
holding the
one.
flame.
I hope so, so you can
Presumably.
see.
If you're still holding the flame, then
Yes. Yes.
I will endeavor down the hole.
You can see where you're going, yeah. Send the robots first. They don't have soul. What?
I do too.
All right.
You know that.
Who is following?
Me.
Is everyone
Swamp
following?
first.
This unit does not wear
Yeah.
shoes, and therefore does not have souls like many of the rest of you.
See, Salix knows what I'm talking about. I think we're gonna get along just fine, you and me, Salix.
This unit has claws. He does not wear shoes.
This is why I like the robots so much.
Thank you, nice one.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Nice
All
one.
right,
Uh-huh.
So you guys are gonna travel
Yes,
down,
leader. Accept it.
and
Mm-hmm.
it goes down a good 30 to 40 feet,
At least Shinichi being the rock star is
Um,
definitely accurate.
and goes to a bit of a landing. And at the end of a landing is what appears to be a dead end.
I search.
Dead end. Yeah, search that. It's hammer time. I still have that sledgehammer you made. I will tackle this wall.
Okay.
me
How
know-
long do you want to spend searching this?
I want to be very thorough.
Or
wanna
can you
be
do another
very thorough.
check for magic? Whatever thing? Swamp?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Yeah, that thing.
Da-da-da.
I was like, I could get that spell if I wanted. And I was like, nah, I got swamp. It's okay.
Womp. I'm almost always
Right.
detecting magic.
You're like a walking detector. Beep,
Mhm.
beep, beep.
It's just what Furbolgs just kind of do that.
Mushrooms!
Just look out for the clicking sounds. That I've heard that's bad.
Mm.
All right. No magic detected in the hallway.
Yeah, I want to be methodical.
No magic
search
detected in the hallway. Yeah.
everything I can.
It seems like it's a false wall,
Oh,
Ally Swamp,
and
can you please grab the sledgehammer from friend Moira?
yeah, you're stronger. Have it.
Yeah, give me that.
a false wall, as in it could be moved.
Oh.
not necessarily broken down.
It can be
okay.
moved. Us sledgehammer it!
Break it! Alright, I tried to move the wall.
A slide. Sliding door.
In the meantime, while they're doing this, I'm explaining to Shinichi what our job is here, so he's brought up to speed.
Yes, that would be nice because I've been following along. Like, yeah,
I know.
I'm here.
Yeah, you know, we're just supposed to clear out. There's some undead, you know, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So-
We were here like a week ago ish.
Yep.
Shinichi, do you know
but
about
okay.
the song about the false door?
Maybe I can make one.
Please do regale us with your tunes once you have crafted.
Appropriate preparation time.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I pull out my lute and I start singing about walls that aren't actually walls and doors that aren't actually
beautiful.
doors and yeah.
Amazing.
It got real spooky real fast.
I know it did. Everything
Yeah.
went dark.
Oh no.
I don't know if I brought you guys over to where you are, but I'm pinging. You should see your tokens.
Yes,
I
I do.
hear.
I see a single wall, a single
I
lane.
appreciate being in the back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And but yes, you're able to move the wall, and it opens up into what appears to be a larger chamber.
I'm going 1 block in.
Holy.
All right, you go 1 block in, and because there's no light, you can't see anything.
Salix is on my back with the flame.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. I guess I can move both of you at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
This would be
You
difficult.
see anything, boys?
All right. So, so Draco, you see a door. You see a door. This is a mostly empty room. There's a layer of dust on the ground. And you can definitely see it as you look down, that you're kind of kicking up some of this dust.
Can I check for traps?
I have a spell that does that.
Oh, do that, please, Swamp.
Yep.
And there's no traps in the hallway where you guys are. But Draco, the other thing you're going to notice is kind of carved out of the wall is a little bit of a statue, and it is it starts to kind of look like it almost looks draconic, but the face just looks off.
I want to go up to it and just not investigate. I guess technically it is, but see if there's anything I understand about it with my innate knowledge of dragons.
Okay. And what is everyone else doing?
I'm just
I
looking
just
around.
did a detect trap thing. Find traps. I just did find traps.
Find traps.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for following and rating. Weirdo, thank you for
Within
rating
my
over.
line of sight.
And thank you for the follows. Hey. Oh my god, thank you for following. Yes, welcome in, Raiders. I'm in the middle of some
let's see,
dungeon
did you
crawling
put that
with
in the
D&Ds.
chat? Good,
Yep.
I
let me
play
read it.
Mark of the Storm, half elf
Sense presence of any
sorcerer, so
trap
I'm
within
very
range
weak and
that is
everything.
within line of sight.
Thank
a
you
trap
guys
for the
for
purpose
all the
of the spell
follows.
includes anything that
Wow.
would inflict
Thank
a
you.
sudden
Every
or
time
an
someone
unexpected
follows
effect you
or
consider
subscribes
harmful
on
or
YouTube, I plant a
undesirable.
tree for them in a Minecraft creative world, so that'll
okay.
be in a
Shinichi's
video.
playing does not
There's
count
that.
as
Welcome in,
harmful or
Raiders. Yes, thank you,
undesirable.
Amelia. And so right now
yes,
we
there
from their
is
found.
perspective, it
no-
isn't.
Didn't mean to show that.
There is no trap.
But we found
Alright.
this
No
like
trap in this room.
hidden tomb
Alright.
underneath a tomb
Whee!
thing that we're looking at, and we're just investigating.
Okay.
I'm looking for anything of
s-
value / if there's pots with coins in it,
Yeah.
like the previous one.
Just remember,
that sounds
if
good.
you find a corpse, don't do anything disrespectful to it because
Oh,
it
yeah.
might come alive and beat you to death.
No, I don't take from corpse. I take from pots that have coins in it.
I know, but these folks, not everyone was here last time to know that there's a protective curse on all the things.
Or something.
Yes.
No, it's a protective curse. I got the, but
I mean, the other corpse woke up without us touching it. That's why I'm saying something.
Inquiry.
Okay.
When these
Mhm.
corpses awaken, do they stare you dead in the eyes?
No, they kill you.
they don't have eyeballs, Salix.
But do they stare you dead in the eyes?
They're not sheep. Oh, two can play at that game.
I appreciate
That-
Shinichi's joking
All
over
right.
here.
So it was
exactly,
about 10 o'clock in the
fun.
morning by
Welcome
the
in,
time you guys
Anonymous
finally
John. Welcome
got out
in.
here. Searching around, I would say we're looking at closer to 10:30. And as you guys look around this room, there is nothing on the ground except for
Nothing.
dust, which you are easily kicking up as you
I've been
move.
playing this campaign for about a year,
Um,
on and off, not that frequently.
Draco,
But I decided I'll finally start
looking
streaming
at
it,
the
'cause why not?
statue,
You know, it's quite fun.
you see almost
And
like a
if you're on
similar
YouTube,
concept
You
to
can find in the
what
description
was
the playlist
above,
for all of these, and you can start at the
where the
beginning if you
one
want.
was just kind of
D&D is legit
jet
so
out
fun.
a little bit.
So fun.
That's kind of like how this is like carved out of the stone. But you would notice that on either side of this draconic type figure,
Draconic figure.
again, face is a little off, almost like kind of smushed in. It is holding two bags on either side. So it's like as if it's like stepping forward out of the wall, and it's got two bags. And the bags are kind of like half set into the wall, but there are grooves around it as if like there was a little bit of carving around the individual bags. They look made out of stone, just like the statue.
I'm just going around with my
And
gust.
Moira, you would notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would notice the statue as well.
Really interested in
You're going
seeing
around
it.
with gust. You're a gust of wind.
Yes, please.
Oh, gust.
So that I can
All right.
see anything that's like hidden. I don't want to be like too much gust, and it's a cantrip, so it can't be anyways. But just enough so I could see anything
Mhm.
written in the walls or buttons, stuff, you know.
Okay, you don't get a sense of anything on the ground moving except for the dust. The dust kind of pushes up against the door. The door in front of you, Svamp, so down to the south, there is doesn't seem like there's any gap, but it's very obvious that there is a small gap underneath this door. The other thing that you would notice with gust as you're just gusting about is that the bags on the statues move from
What?
the wind. They
Can you
just kind of like
jingle?
ripple almost.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Like it's like a material on the statues and not just a statue.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
yes,
Can I
like a
tell what type
material
of
that is
material?
stone.
Like, is it armor, leather armor?
I mean, it almost acts as if maybe like a leather.
So they might be skeletons that are gonna kill us if we touch them.
Well, it's the one statue holding two bags, and the bags seem to be made out of leather from your vantage point.
I want the bags, but I'm terrified. Terrified. I'm gonna tell the group. You know, there doesn't seem to be much in here, but this door over here looks like it might be easy to open. There's at least airflow if you want to come try that.
I would like to, on the statue, touch it and cast Identify.
Oh, okay, at least you have that.
On the statue. Okay. Did we
Draco
have
is
detect
a
magic still running
warforged
down into this
That
room?
looks like a drake, so a dragon, but without the wings. But he looks
we
like
know
a
what the
dog.
entire-
It's only
So he's our puppy. Even though he's like a
that
tank,
only
he's got the most health
lasts
points, you know?
for 10 minutes, so yeah,
And he,
you would have to cast it again.
He's,
I can do that.
What's
That's
it
fine.
called? He was only awoken like a month ago, so he's like
I was
a
just
baby
I was
in
just really
brain,
just curious if you were already
basically. It
detecting
is
magic.
very cute, yeah.
It's
So we
got
got
a 10-minute,
the Draco,
and then
the
it's just
artificer,
also...
and then we have
it
Shinichi,
doesn't
our
mind- I
bard,
don't mind
who's gonna
doing
be
it all
the
the time.
best
It's
pop
fine.
star ever.
Yeah.
Then me, the half-elf Storm Sorcerer.
Okay, so you
Salix
sense
is
the
also
presence of
some
magic
type
within
of
30
weird
feet
robot
of you.
who's a tree. He
30
looks like
feet,
Wally type of thing,
5, 10,
but a
15,
tree.
20, 25, 30.
It's weird. And then
5,
Swamp
10,
is
15, 20, 25, 30.
a
Okay.
druid for both. We got the 5 of us here. It is very cute. That is for sure. For sure.
All right.
Ghost chat
So
Here.
I would say as your
I don't mean to caps like that.
That's ominous.
instead of casting identify, if detect magic is going to be always running
There you
kind of thing,
Yeah.
then we might as well just use that. So you would know the
I'm
statue
on
is
push to talk
not.
so I can talk to you guys
magical.
and they don't hear me.
Okay.
But yeah.
However, walking around the room, especially if you were standing against this southern door, you would know that
You're welcome. Thank you, God.
you would get a sense of magic beyond this door, and
Oh.
conjuration is the school.
Conjuration. Oh no.
Okay.
But no other
Chat
magic.
agrees
as you move
Draco is
around.
good. Baby goat.
There's magic
Salix likes
down
to
this
say
way.
baby goat because kid. Baby
But there's
kid,
none on
kid
this
is a
statue
goat.
then.
I think if it, I think maybe just a hunch. I don't have actual evidence to back this up, but I have a feeling there might be another teleportation spot down behind this door.
You think?
I think. I'm not sure, but I think so.
Well, can we even get in the door? It seemed pretty sealed.
I don't know. I can probably get behind the door near where you are, Moira, because they said there's a
Yeah.
gap underneath it, but I
Yeah.
can't get beyond the door. Do we want to try?
Just to confirm, if you tried to open up the doors, yes, they did not open up. Because I need you to tell me what you're doing before you do it. So you can try to open up that door if that is what you would like to do.
I'd like
Swamp?
Swamp to disappear underneath this door and see what she can see.
Yeah, let's
And be safe.
gaseous form this left door first.
The other side of the sand dune was all that she could see.
Basically.
Okay.
Basically.
Let me double check. So I just want to
We could try it.
state some things. So
But we also have a sledgehammer,
Svamp,
so we could try that.
your passive perception is pretty decent. Moira, similar. And you're both looking at this door. Let's see what everyone else's is. Salix, you're about the same. And okay.
This enhanced-
So Svamp, just passively listening as you're looking at the southern door. No sound, no smell, nothing of the sort. But Moira and Svamp, as you get to this door, and you start like looking at that opening at the bottom, thinking about doing gaseous form, you both are going to sense two things. First is almost a bit of a rotting smell
Oh,
coming from the other side.
okay.
And the other is you do hear something moving. It doesn't seem close to the door, but it's close enough that the sound is audible. But there is movement somewhere on the other side of this.
Swamp, do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Does your gaseous form keep you in gas? I forgot how it works.
I am.
I don't want you to go in there and reappear and get ganged on whatever is walking in there.
Might I make suggestion? If we can find way to open the door, I can send Rock through.
How small is Rock? Can he go underneath the crack in the door?
He is a small creature. I don't believe he is that small.
Can we gaseous form Rock? And see through his
I mean-
eyes? Pet rocks? I wish. We've been dealing with undead, though, so it's probably that.
I'm not opposed to the concept. Let's read the spell.
Oh. That would be cool if we
Because
can
I
gaseous
think it
form
says.
other things.
I
so
think
that
it
we don't get hurt.
says. Yeah. Well, I think it said creature. So yeah, you transform a willing creature. Would
Oh.
the rock be considered a creature?
It is friendly to me and my allies.
Yeah, but
do
is there
that
any line in
without-
there
It
about
is
creatures?
not sentient.
There you go.
I know,
Now it's in the
honestly, this
chat.
sledgehammer, we do not need to repeat the above, right?
So let's look
That's why we're trying
at,
to kill and figure out where these
homunculus
undead are coming from,
servants.
because the undead are attacking the town we're in right now. So we're just trying to kill them all.
Okay, well, it does say the the item you infuse serves as the creature's heart. So, because it is written in such a fashion, I would say it is considered a creature.
Okay.
Wow. We've upgraded.
So now
have
the
stealth
issue,
drones.
the issue
Stealth
is
drone,
that
basically.
I don't know if the heart will turn into
It's
gas.
really, I mean, possible, but I don't think we
no,
have bleach on
it's the
this.
same. Yeah, it's all
fine.
one thing.
I'm trying to look at my spells to see if there's anything good, but there's really nothing good that'll work. Warding wind. And Thunderstep teleport me somewhere that I can't see.
How is it going to get the information back to us, or?
They don't really have a sense
Yeah,
of
that's
they
what
don't
I'm
have
looking
eyes
at.
either, but
Unless it gets damaged, it would just fly back through.
yeah, just
If it gets damaged, or like doesn't come back, then we know it's
Pretty
dangerous
sure.
in there.
Hold on.
Okay, all right.
We'll
so
pitch in if you need to buy another jewel.
It's very much a Noah's Ark
Homunculus
situation.
service. Homunculus service cannot speak. It can understand a language that is spoken to it, but it cannot speak.
But he can see through it, can't he?
No, I
thought
don't
saw
think so.
that.
That is find familiar. But I don't think it can.
What if I
Yeah,
go in as a
there's
gaseous
really nothing.
form? What if I go in as a gaseous form, right? And if something hits me and I have to ungaseous form, if y'all hear me yell real loud, bash the door and come save me.
What is the door made of? Is it just
Great
stone?
question. Or we could just bash the door in and run in. You
Don't
know.
like that.
The doors
I
are
don't
made
like
out of
that.
stone.
It's better than you going in alone and possibly getting attacked.
Here's the thing. If I go in as gaseous form, it doesn't see me, whatever's moving around, and I come back as gaseous form, then we have tons of information, and we didn't go rushing in.
Okay, true, fine. Go!
So- Can I make a second note, just so we understand this? There's 2 bags on this statue.
I
What
think
if
the
removing
undead
one
could
of them
wonder
just
what the
opens the
meaning of
door?
life is, that's for sure.
That's a very funny idea.
Or it's gonna kill us.
Well,
That's
no
an
one
even
has tried
better
to open the
idea.
doors, as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, no one has tried to open up the doors.
Oh, I
They're
thought
not
Swamp
taking
tried to
action
open the
do
bottom
so.
one.
No, I just
No.
can tell from my gust what's sealed and what's not, which is the only reason why I'm like, this door is actually possibly openable.
Well, I mean, not necessarily sealed, that there's just no gap under the door, but you definitely sense the gap under this door.
Yeah.
But again,
Oh. What'd that
you
do?
can try to open
I
up the
clicked
doors
on it.
if you want.
You clicked
I
on the
clicked
door.
on-
Did it open?
I clicked on it.
Okay.
It made a
Okay.
noise.
Are you trying to open the door? Yes.
I clicked it.
Because I had
Swamp
locked
is
it.
trying to. Yeah.
Are you trying to open it? Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and try to open up the door.
Oh, it just opens. What do you know?
Wait, did we hear
It
anything on
opens,
this side of
but
this
it
door
is
before she opened it?
very.
No, this door
No,
would-
it was all silent, but there
Okay,
was some
yeah.
magic behind it.
Okay.
Oh, and as Salix moves in,
Hey.
there is a transportation
I was right.
circle.
You
there.
are right. Yeah.
I got the smarts.
You got this. I don't know about that, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And more as you walk in.
Oh, shoot.
Salix, you may
there
now
is
call me
a
legal
very
swamp.
Oh
This one time.
my-
large creature in
Um,
this room.
Oh, you can't just
go
run
in.
away!
Why
did you
Draco!
do that?
Draco!
Why did you do that?
Draco!
You went in!
You're the tank!
that?
You can't just run away!
All right.
Do that?
Stop hitting the door. Everyone get in here.
Why
You
did
can't
the
just
one
run
that went
away
all
and
the way
leave
in
this
there.
squishy sorcerer alone with this thing! You can't
see
do
that.
this!
Why did y'all go in?
Alright.
You could have just opened the door and knock on it.
He just
Why'd y'all
ran
do
through
that?
the teleportation circle.
I couldn't
Why'd
see
y'all do
anything.
that? Why did y'all do
Alright.
that?
There's there's a
trying to get
transportation
Oh,
circle in
no.
here.
Oh, is that the thing I
The
saw that
other
one
thing you're
time?
gonna notice is that large
No, it's the thing
The
I
giant
saw.
this
Warforged
thing
con-
has dead
construct.
bodies
You
sticking
see the
to
spikes. The bodies are
I
not
know!
on it.
Draco
and
just like
it is
abandoned
just
me and
standing
left the squishy
In the
sorcerer
corner,
in the corner.
It's the thing I
not
to
moving,
die.
not
They
reacting.
wanted me. It's
But
a
yes, it is the thing you saw, and
Yes,
that
the
is where we'll
janitor.
end for today. Well, what's up next time?
No! I am good with going later, I swear!
I'm fine with going later.
I am fine with going later!
Cliffhanger. Yeah, I am too.
I'm
not-
fine with killing this thing and then ending.
I'm not fine. I'm not
Why?
fine. No.
That's very funny.
Oh,
Oh, man.
no! Moira's huddled in the corner crying because Draco left her here alone with whatever that thing is.
To be honest, I literally did not see it. I went in
How did
and
you
only
not
half the
see
room
it?
was open. I thought there was a wall.
Yeah.
And then I pulled down. I'm like, oh no.
You literally...
That was after. I pulled down after I had already
It
left.
required
I didn't
Salix.
see
It required Salix to come down with the light.
Oh my god, because I have dark vision. This is true. I have dark vision. So I saw that thing and I was like in the corner
Nothing.
waiting. Oh god, no.
Very good.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
Oh, boy.
It's like, yeah, Draco doesn't have good eyes at all.
Yeah, and I'll close the door.
At all.
Close
You're locking us in here?
oh.
Why?
We're stuck now.
Oh, that thing's gonna have so much health.
I
Oh.
know.
Aw.
And we were trying to get in the other room probably had just normal undead, you know? It probably would have been fine. Oh my god. Why? Why?
If only
okay.
we
It
had
did say
tried
it's
to
not
touch
moving,
the
it's not
bags
on.
instead.
Oh my
Go
god.
ahead and call it here.
We're gonna die.
So thank you everyone in the live chat.
good.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Hopefully you
I
enjoyed.
am indeed.
Again, if you wanna know everything else that's been going on,
Mhm.
just again,
Grabs
if
his
you're first time
coffee, leaves
watching,
the room, doesn't go to
you
the
can head on over to
support.
agentsofbeard.com.
This is
And
true.
that'll give you a list of all the latest episodes, as well as links to the podcast, so you can listen to the series if you would prefer doing that. But that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
for
I need
joining
to find
me.
someone to raid, but yeah, oh my god. What an ending to cliffhang on. What an ending. We definitely have to come back sooner than a month and a half, please.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Please. I need to kill
All
this
right.
thing and live.
Let me end my YouTube stream here. But okay, we do have a scheduling issue. I was not ready for you guys to enter into that room.
Oh, no, of course.
And
That's how
we've got a
D&D
problem.
goes.
We got a problem. No. The bottom door. Once you got in here, that's where you ended up was perfect. The tomb you entered into.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I was
We
not-
came in too early.
Draco, why?
Well, it's just the only issue is we've got a scheduling conflict in that the next group is coming in on March 25th, and they
It's
were going to do
supposed
the
to-
mounds, and they were going to do the mounds as well, and that was supposed to be happening the following day. So I'm going to have to figure out how to handle that.
Figure out how to get them in the mountains and not run into us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you know what? I
Just
had a
cut it
thought.
up in
I had a
half.
thought earlier. Yeah.
Can you do
I know,
like
I know how to do it. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
an Aladdin diamond in the rough, the like tiger sand dune just like covers itself back into the sand?
or just
like
cut it out of the
illusion?
map.
Yeah.
It
The
doesn't
weird
We're
exist.
not
random
under
chunk
here.
missing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
you just didn't
yeah.
have
It's
the
just a
Wasteland
chunk
mod
glitch.
involved.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about it. It's
we don't have the
Minecraft.
Windstone mod installed. It's fine.
Yeah. That's what
They'll
it is.
install it later. It'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Beard's like, what?
All right, chat. We're gonna raid out to Prowl
I'm down
on
if we
YouTube.
can. I'm
Yes,
open
what
on the
Bex said.
first.
And we're gonna raid out to Dame. Dame is playing some Minecraft on Twitch.
all
I'll
right,
give you
well, hold on.
Dame's chat link in Twitch as well.
Yeah, if we're talking
You're
about,
not open on the first. We're supposed to do the forest on the first.
I thought that was going to be in the middle of the day.
Oh, I have no idea.
And here we go.
We
And
did
Dame
not
is
decide
great.
on a time.
Just say Ion
Okay, I thought that was going to
Super
be a
easy
middle of the
peasy.
day thing. I figured
And I'll
we'd
see
be
you
done
guys
before
later.
6.
Oh yeah,
But
I
yes,
did
more
put dates on the
D&D,
calendar.
that's for
Okay, so
sure.
yeah, so far right now
That's for
the
sure.
first
Oh my
is
god,
open.
all the talking.
I might not be available the
Let me just
first.
start
Okay, all right.
raiding out. Just say Ion raid. I'll see you guys later. Streaming is back.
Let's
That's for
look.
This will
sure.
depend a lot on
Thank you
Loon,
for
I
waiting
think.
until I stream
Yeah.
again. Until then, have a great Saturday or Sunday.
Let's see here.
Saturday.